Stick around, we have a big halftime show going for you here today. Entertained by both bands, we'll have a couple of presentations. And ladies and gentlemen, your 2012 Nashua North Titans. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I call your attention to the 50-yard line where captains of both teams and Pastor Odie from the Good Shepherd Episcopal Church in Nashua are meeting. Pastor Odie is here representing the Front Door Agency, formerly known as the Nashua Pastor Care Center, and its annual Penny Drive. The Front Door Agency is a nonprofit, non-denominational agency that helps needy women and children in southern New Hampshire with emergency assistance, food, security deposit loans, transitional housing, and holiday gifts through the Telegraph Santa Fund. Both Nashua High School teams have been leading participants in the Fall Penny Drive for some 20 years now, starting before the two schools split. Pastor Odie is presenting the Lincoln Commendation Plaque for the team with the highest percentage of their football team members participating. Nashua South Panthers are this year's champs, edging out the North Titans in percentage of participation. Both teams had well over 80% of their members present. Both teams are winners today as they collected well over 100 players went out door to door to collect pennies, spare change in dollars. Their efforts, combined with the efforts of hundreds of other students and teams from area schools, have resulted in this year's Penny Drive collecting over $35,000. Just think, that's over 3.5 million pennies. Congratulations, a huge thanks to these student athletes who helped in the drive, and a special thanks to all of you who contributed so generously to the Penny Pickers. Ladies and gentlemen, let us now meet our contestants. And what we'd like to do, folks, is to introduce the senior members of each of the teams. So we'll start first with our visiting Nashua South Panthers. And in order of jersey number 14, Pat Goff. Number 15, Manny Rodriguez. Number 24, Josh Castro. Number 30, Stephen Choate. Number 34, Damier Hyde. Number 41, Matt Dietrich. Number 42, Joe Govea. Number 44, Devin Merrick. Number 60, Matt Byers. Number 63, Bobby Manganiello. Number 67, Scott Avery. Number 69, Christian Stack. Number 77, Josh Bernier. Number 89, Evan Dudevor. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2012 senior class football players. And now for Nashua High School South. Again, in numerical order of jersey. North. Number 2, Captain Kyle Regan. Number 5, Gabriel Gosselin. Number 11, Cooper Doucette. Number 12, Alex Pappas. Number 22, Captain Gus Barroso. Number 43, Captain Derek Wagner. Number 49, Denzel Moss. Number 54, Captain Eric Hazard, who's celebrating a birthday today. Number 56, Captain Michael Lynch. Number 57, Noel Rawlings. Number 59, Kyle Palavicius. Number 64, Marco Lorenz. Number 82, Ryan Henry. Number 85, Darian Jackson. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2012 Nashua North Titan Seniors. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's all rise for the playing of our national anthem, played today by the Nashua North Marching Band under the direction of Kristen Olson.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Stello Stadium in Nashua, New Hampshire, scene of the 2012 Sun Bowl today on Nashua ETV. Yes, it is actually the Turkey Bowl, but if you weren't actually outside here in Nashua, and if you're just watching on TV, you might mistake this cloudless and balmy setting for North versus South to be in Tempe, Arizona. Hello, everyone. I'm John Collins, along with Tom King, the Ticketpedia of Nashua Area Sports, and along with the A-Team of Nashua ETV for today's live broadcast. Tom, you may have closed the pool at the King compound 2 months too early.
No, it's not that warm out, John. Let's not get carried away here. It's a nice sunny day. The temperature will probably rise into the low 50s.
Hey, good luck, guys.
Hey, some fun, boys. Check it up, boys. Say hi to each other.
Captain, number 69, Christian Stack. Number 60, Matt Myers.
Hey, boys, couple things. Sportsmanship, number one, right? Play hard, play clean. That's all we ask. Keep your helmets out of the play. For your protection, not to be used as a weapon. You all set with that? Let's have some fun. Play hard, go build up your appetite. Nashua, you're the visitors. Heads, tails. Call it in the air, please.
Heads is call.
There's the tails. You win the toss. Kick, receive, defend, and defend. And receive one goal, you want to defend. Your back's here. Your back's over here. Face your opponents. North won the toss. Will receive. Damon.
Referee Kevin Daniels. North has won the toss. They will receive and defend the south goal. Although Mike Liberty next to the south will start on the kickoff.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
I would have to think that this is going to be a high-scoring game with the way these two teams move up and down the field. In South's, I think the story of the first meeting when South won 31-17 or 30-17, it was a 2-score game, but I think the story was the way that Nashua South was able to get its offense on track in the blink of an eye. 27 points in the second quarter to put this game away.
The Titans have the home side of the field today for this Turkey Bowl. It's the 19th meeting of the two teams since the split 8 years ago. According to your preview article, Tom, the players do want to win. They want to make memories that will last a lifetime.
This is the last time they're going to be for a lot of them on a football field.
Yeah.
Some of them aren't going to play in college.
A lot of those captains you saw at the coin toss, that's the case for them. As Christian Stack comes to mind, number 69, that big lineman that South has. My thought was when I was watching him there, he's been lifting some weights in the 2 or 3 weeks he's had off in between games.
That's just it. That's the thing is these people can, they have all that time, John.
Yeah.
I mean, it's some team. Some years South has only had one time, so one day, and that's been it.
So it's going to be, as you see, South is going to kick off going from east to west here at Stellos. We are underway in the 2012 Turkey Bowl. It hits one of the up men for the Titans, who's going to play it safe and kneel down. Number 64 on the recovery, or actually the receiving end of that, was Marco Lorenz, and he downs it at pretty decent field position to begin things here. 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line. As you hear Bob Bates, the public address announcer here in the background. Also, it's a tradition. Ed Leishus on the radio calling yet another Turkey Bowl as he gets set to give out the family trophy at the end of this one to whoever comes out on top. Last year, a lopsided affair, Tom. South defeated North, I believe, was 42-0. Handoff up the middle, your standard first play of the game for Noah Goslin doesn't really go all that far.
This is a better North team than last year. And maybe South is not as good as they were last year, John. So that's one thing that you have to consider.
Some up and coming young players on the North team.
I think the equality is starting to, the gap is lessened this year. I think this is going to be more of a competitive game.
Brandon Martin with the pitch to Dimitri Jackson going around the end. The ball's on the turf and it's recovered by South. That was Pat Goff, Johnny on the spot. It was a first down run by Jackson, but all for naught as he coughs up the football on the tail end of the run, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers at Titans' 48-yard line.
Well, if you ask Jason Roby what hurt him in the first game, he'll tell you it was that second quarter where they turned the ball over a couple times.
And also
fumbled it away and led to scores.
Yeah, and on defense, he said it was poor tackling. So that's what they have to work on right away here as South takes possession of the first
now
turnover.
Here we go.
Of the game.
You see, this is where the runs start.
And Trevor Knight hands off around the right end. Zach Isabel not able to turn the corner. Great pursuit and tackling by Noah Goslin. And it's also some help from his lineman over there. Looked like in on the tackle was co-captain Mike Lynch. So it's actually a loss of 2 on the play, and ball at the midfield stripe. It'll be 2nd and 12 for the Panthers. Trevor Knight, who ran for 120 yards in that first meeting between these two teams, and the Titans are going to be sorely pressed to not let him get loose again.
Yeah, he was the story in that first game, the way he got that offense on track.
They go back to the end, and again, not much there, as not able to get outside was number 30, Stephen Choate, the dangerous running back for the Panthers.
When do you see Stephen Choate not be able to get outside? Not too often.
Well, they must have thought from game planning, Tom, that they could get around that right side, especially 2 runs, though, and 0 for 2 so far in the first offensive series of the game for the Panthers. 2 running plays. Throwing it now, a bullet over the middle, it's complete. Pat Goff receiving the ball a la Wes Welker on the BB over the middle from Trevor Knight. Well done.
Wow, very good pass, 12-yard gain. Just a precision-type pass.
That's also an indicator of what great field conditions and game conditions we
You
had.
can get away with that kind of a pass because
Yeah.
you can slide right on the field.
Knight on the keeper is going to slide into traffic and gets a healthy first down gain. On the stop for the Titans was Kyle Regan, preventing Knight from really shaking loose down the sideline. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7, ball spotted at the 33-yard line of North. In the shotgun is Knight. He's going to fake the handoff and he's going to get swallowed up immediately. Terrific job of getting into the backfield by the Titans co-captain Derek Wagner. Wagner, who came to play today, his last game of his high school career,
Doesn't
Tom.
it show? Shows right there. The way he was able to just go right over everybody and get into that backfield and just wrap him up.
He just blew up that play. Trevor Knight, who's as quick as anybody at quarterback, not able to do anything after the fake handoff. Out of the pocket comes Knight. He's going to throw it across his body, and it just over the outstretched hands of Goff, a stride too far, and having to avoid the pressure. Knight was affected there on the throw. He went too long to Goff.
You said it, John. He had to throw across his body, and when he did that, he tried to put a little bit extra into it and overthrew the receiver.
Goff had a half a step or maybe a step on the defender. It is 4th down and about 11.
About 11, and they've got to be going for it. I don't see why you would want to punt the ball here.
Yeah, because if
You're at the 37-yard line. You have a chance, maybe another pass play over the middle to get a first down. I don't think you're going to run the ball here, but they're going to talk about it, I think.
Yeah.
You know, we get to see now, because for the first time that we've done a game, South is on the other side of the field, so we get to see, as the camera's pointed that way, those cards, those play cards. Scott Knight was telling me during the week, he's caught a couple of our broadcasts where I've said, hey, they got to hurry up here. They're taking their time, He said, that's by design. They have a delay factor in there where they want to get the play and try to catch the other defense off guard and delay the tempo a little bit. So he said that is part of their package, and that is by design. So
okay, so they're well aware of the play clock.
They're well aware of everything.
I can't say I've seen too many delay of game penalties called.
No, but I'm always. It always looks like sometimes like Trevor is uncertain when he looks at the play, and we've made the comment, or I made the comment, they got to get going here. And Knight said, no, that's all by design to give the defense. Get the defense guessing a little bit more. So
now, does Trevor have a pooch kick in his arsenal? Do we see in earlier games?
Well, he's a coach's son. You've got to figure he's got everything in his arsenal.
And that's one of the things that it might happen here. You never know if he might want to punt it off of an opposing player. He's going to throw it over the middle to the cutter, and Choate was open for a second, but sticking in his hand was Kyle Regan, and breaking up that pass. I don't know if Choate was quite ready, but that ball was right on his numbers, and Regan, the defender, was ready. He got a hand on it and knocked it down.
Now Regan was right there. You know, he's the best. He may be the best all-around football player for National North, Kyle Regan. So usually guys who receive and also are split ends and do the work in the defensive backfield are like that. And he makes a nice play.
Brandon Martin is going to pitch it to the I-back, trying to get into the right seam, and there is nothing there.
I'm always afraid of the option attack at 10:15 in the morning, John. You know? I don't know. You know, it's got to be so, at the high school level, it's got to be so well timed.
Yeah. And
it just doesn't work.
8 yards behind the line of scrimmage when he started out, and on the pitch he just barely got back to the original line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and 10. The Titans earning the ball, getting it back by stopping the South Panthers on downs. 2nd and 10. Let's see if the Titans throw it for the first time today.
Wide open.
It is dropped. The Kyle Regan, the open receiver downfield.
Ouch.
Suffered from the Tom King Sports Illustrated jinx there, I think. As
He
was
did,
named
didn't
the
he?
best
I
player
know
on the field, and
I
then
know it.
it was the sun, Tom. It was right in his eyes. As you can see the shadows down on the field, Regan flinched noticeably just at the time he was going to receive that ball. The sun exactly on the path of the quarterback's throw. The shadows lined up with the pass, and he wasn't able to pick it out. It was Regan versus the Sun, and the Sun won on that one. So it's 3rd down and 10, and right in the same lane, and this time Regan holds on to it, and he's right at the first down
Right
strike.
there.
He got it. Cutting at the 10-yard mark. Was that number 86 that caught the pass?
Yeah, it looked like Regan.
Or maybe it was.
It looked like Regan.
Okay, so that's 1st down and 10.
He took a hit, too.
Well, that would have been spectacular if Regan held on to that pass reception. He had nothing but open turf in front of him. No defenders in front of him. Brandon Martin with the play fake is going to throw it just off the fingertips.
And that looked like that could have been
Derek Wagner.
That could have been, if Wagner had been able to catch that ball and run down the sidelines, that could have been a big game.
Awesome.
There are open seams in the South secondary that North is finding. They are hitting the spots right there. You see Al Neville, the defensive coordinator for Nashua South. It's been Al's defense for years.
Yeah, and he didn't like a few things he saw in that sequence.
Yeah, I know. He didn't like anything at all there. And Al will not hide. He will let you know right away.
We're 4 minutes into this one and scoreless in the 2012 Turkey Bowl. It is 2nd and 10 for the Titans at their own 48-yard line. Shotgun snap, the handoff, and Dimitri Jackson swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle for South was Braden Hollowell and also Devin Merrick.
That's
Terrific
a big
job
loss.
of defense.
It's a loss of 3.
It was almost like the Panthers were in the Titans huddle for that one.
Well, they may be in the huddle for this one too because it's 3rd and 13, so expect a heavy rush on Brendan Martin.
Let's see if Martin can stave off that rush long enough to shake a receiver loose for 13 yards downfield. That's what they need for a 1st down.
Here it is.
Drop. He fires to the right.
Yeah, he had it. That
And
play just had
incomplete.
no chance anyway, John, because of the
Filano.
They had no chance because of the blitz. You know, that was just a heavy rush. Martin had to get rid of it early. Receiver wasn't ready for it. You know, once you lose the 3 yards on 2nd down like that, and that's you know, if North can play run defense like that, they're going to have a good chance in this football game.
Kyle Regan will handle the punting for the Titans and launches it from his own 35. Long liner, and it's going to take a Titans bounce inside the 15.
Does it ever? That's good field position. The thing you gain out of that is you win the field position battle, and now you've got South pinned back.
That ball traveled 47 yards from the foot of Kyle Regan.
You want to be able to, this is a very important sequence. You don't want South to drive down the field here. They're at the 12-yard line. You've got a chance to hold serve and keep field position if you're Nashua North.
Who said this was going to be an offensively themed game?
It's only the first quarter, John. It's only the first quarter. We're
5 minutes into that first quarter.
Don't judge the first 5 minutes of a football game.
Knight hands off the middle and pulled to the turf after a short gain. Good job on the tackle by the Titans' Eric Hazard. Tom promises that there will be bursts of offense in this one.
There will be points.
But it occurs to me that the defenses have come to play today. Maybe they're tired of all this talk of all this offense. Knight swallowed up in the backfield for a loss of a yard.
First quarter, John.
3rd down, and it'll be 9 here. As the teams are making like the Chicago Bears and Baltimore Ravens defenses here early. It is 3rd and long, 3rd and 11, call it, for Trevor Knight and his South offense. He's looking to pass over the middle. He's got a man now with a step, and it's over the outstretched hand of South's Dimier Hyde.
Again, Trevor Knight's got a strong arm today. He just hasn't been able to time it with his receivers just yet. But he has the gun.
And he had the speedy receiver open. He had a stride.
One of these teams is going to connect on a big play with the way the receivers are open, with the way these quarterbacks are throwing the ball here at 10:30 in the morning. They're a lot stronger than I would be at 10:30, that's for sure.
Boot from the goal line is going to come down. It nearly hits a Titan player. Kyle Regan had to get out of there.
Very lucky. Regan really had to get out of there. See, now North
Actually,
has
that's Gabriel Gosselin,
North,
number 5.
North has that field position now, John.
Right,
so they
terrific
are down
field
at the,
position.
Right, exactly, down at the 44-yard line. So,
and that goes back to Regan's punt and a great stop by the defense on a 3-and-out for the South offense. So it is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line of South. The Titans with the best chance of the game for anybody as far as field position to put points on the board here in the 2012 Turkey Bowl. Welcome everybody watching live on Nashua ETV or online at NashuaEasyStream.com. A whistle before the snap. Flag on the field, our first penalty of the game. And it's offside against the defense of South, and that'll make it an easier series 1st and 5 for the Titans as they move up the chains. In the credits of today's game, we'll see a special thank you to Bill Thorpe for providing Tom King's Thanksgiving dinner today.
yes, exactly. This is it.
Chocolate chip cookies.
That's it. That's the appetizer, the main course, and the dessert, all right there. All in one, all the major food groups.
Keeper up the middle, not much there for Brandon Martin, maybe a couple yards, but on 1st and 5, that may be good enough.
Also want to wish a good get well soon to Jacob DeRocha. Ray DeRocha's one of the assistant coaches in South. His son is ill and not able to play in today's game.
Sorry to hear that. Big
so he's home watching. Hopefully he'll be feeling better soon.
There's a 2nd down and 3 right now. 2-step drop. Martin looking for a receiver. Isn't there. He's going to keep it, and he gets close to 1st down yardage. On the stop for South was number 56.
Now Martin steps back. South's got the heavy pressure. He does the right thing, runs up the middle. Very close to the 1st down, probably about a half a yard away. And I'm surprised they're not measuring this.
Yeah. There's 66, Braden Hollowell on the stop. Shotgun snap up the middle. That is easily the 1st down for the Titans. Noah Gosselin up the middle. Had a nice little hole there and exploited it for 1st down yardage.
And now North goes to a no huddle.
Quickly up to the line of scrimmage. South is barely set on defense. Handoff by Martin to Gosselin. He bursts through the line for a healthy gain of 4 or 5 on 1st down.
Now I want to see if North can keep this pace up. I mean,
yeah, it's quick. They're ready to go again. I mean,
statistician's nightmare when they do this.
This is like the 1-minute drill here. Up the middle, Gosselin is stopped. Good hit in the middle of the line by the Panthers defense. In on the tackle, leading the charge, it appeared, was number 55, Brian McKinley.
Gets about a yard, maybe. Third and 4th at 23. We're scoreless here at Stello Stadium. 4:10 left in the 1st quarter.
And Martin has the snap. He's going to hand it off. Dimitri Jackson is met at the line of scrimmage.
All right, Brandon Martin took his time. He didn't want to hand that off. He thought about it. The play call was for the running back, and he had the option and decided to go straight with the run, and he gets down to the 20-yard line. They're still short of a 1st down by about a yard.
Now, is Brian McKinley, the linebacker, saying was making like Urlacher the last time we saw them play? Well, he's reprising that role here. He's had some hard hits, a couple in a row.
We got a 4th and 1 here, John.
And
so this
4th
is
and inches, really,
biggest
if you look at the marker.
Biggest play of the game so far.
Will Martin keep it? He's in the shotgun.
He's in the shotgun. That's very surprising.
And he's going to hand it off, and Gosselin has it. More than enough.
Gosselin barely held on to that football. He took the handoff in an awkward spot. But, you got your offensive line blocking the way they are, and you get down 3 yards, you get to the 17, and that's all you need. It's 1st and 10 at the 17. This is what you want if North. If I were North, I don't know if I'd go no huddle. I would want to keep the ball out of South's hands a lot longer and let the clock keep moving. I think a lower scoring game favors North more than it does South.
Gosselin is tripped up on the left side of the line by Tyler Boudreaux, the Panthers lineman. And it is a short gain on 1st down for the Titans. 2:50 to go in the 1st quarter of the 2012 Turkey Bowl. The Titans with the best chance of the game so far to break this scoreless tie. Ball is at the 15-yard line. And to the right side of the line goes the Titans' Christian Filanow. Not much there. Might have even been a loss on the play.
Yeah, there had been no breakaway runs for North in this drive. It's all very small gains. No gain on that play.
Matt Dietrich and Tyler Boudreau on the tackle for the Panthers. And it's 3rd and long.
Yeah, they
third
may
and
have.
about 8.
They're not going to run up the middle this time, I don't think. I think Brendan Martin is going to have to try to use his receivers, and that's
He's
what he's
looking
going to do.
for Regan over the middle. Picked off. And the pick is by Tyler Boudreau. Excellent zone defense, and there's a scrum as if the ball's on the turf, but it looks like the Panthers maintain possession. Boudreau with a huge interception, and it remains a scoreless tie and a defensive battle with under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Well, that was
0-0.
That ball never came out of Martin's hands very well. It was an awkward duck that kind of fluttered a little bit. Didn't have any zip on the ball. If he had more zip on it, Regan might have dropped it.
You know, and
the linebacker might have dropped it.
I said Regan, but it was actually an up man. It was Regan was deep in the end zone, Tom. He really didn't look for him.
It was Tyler Boudreau.
Yeah, Tyler Boudreau with the pick.
Who picked it off, but he was looking right there for Derek Wagner in the end zone.
It's a successful run for the Panthers on first down as Zach Isabel gets around the left side of the line and gets almost a first. It is a first down. They say exactly 10 yards on the carry. 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the 26 of the Panthers. 1:50 to go, first quarter. Keeping it all the way right up the middle. Had a nice hole for big gain on the play by Trevor Knight. Gets the ball close to the 35-yard line where it'll be 2nd and short.
Yeah, it's a gain of 9 yards. All of a sudden, a lot of real estate for Nashua South.
I think the Panthers said we can't really find a end around on the right side or left side. Let's go right up the middle, and Knight had success there. 2nd and short. He's going to pass it. Looking deep down the right side. There's nobody there. He keeps the ball under his arm.
He's got some room around the corner. No, he doesn't.
Puts the shoulder down and gets the first down.
Nice run by Knight. Knew where he was. Knew he had to challenge the defender on the play and did it.
That was no feet first slide for the quarterback.
No, not there. No way.
Trevor Knight gets the job done.
You don't get 120 yards rushing by sliding feet first.
1st and 10 for the Panthers. Trevor Knight has his team on the move.
And he's going to go deep.
Checking off on receivers again. Nope. They're covered, and a coverage sack on the play.
Very good call there, John. You're right. It was a coverage sack. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage.
These defenses have game plan for this one, and they are in shape, and they are covering people. There have been some narrow misses on pass plays.
Go ahead, John. Keep rubbing it in.
The defenses have stepped up so far in the 2012 Turkey Bowl. Knight's going to tuck it under his arm again, and in traffic, there's nothing there.
My goodness, we just see this play deja vu.
Yes.
It's almost like an instant replay.
I think some receivers need to start coming back toward the quarterback and maybe go for shorter gains.
Either that or Pete Johnson's got some new technical gizmos that allow us to watch the same play over and over and over again.
Yeah, again, stymied is Knight, 3rd and 10 from his own 38-yard line.
He's carried the ball 7 times for only 10 yards so far in this game.
And they're in their own end. They don't make it. They're going to have to punt it. Knight's got no room to run.
Oh, boy, it's just unbelievable. North's defense. Jason Roby happy with his defense right now. Not too happy with his offense. He's turned the ball over twice, once in the red zone. But at the same point in time, his defense has done the job to respond. Can they keep doing that?
Well, that's the end of the first quarter of play here at the 2012 Turkey Bowl. And if you had 0-0 in the pool,
you are a winner, and I certainly didn't. So.
John Collins with Tom King and the 8-team, the live broadcast team here on Nashua TV. Lauren Bayrich, Mike Janes, Tim O'Neill, Frank Wallenton, executive producer Pete Johnson, manning the controls. Congratulations to the Exeter Bluehawks, the 2012 Division I champions in New Hampshire high school boys football. They defeated Pinkerton 41-21. Nashua South got knocked out by Pinkerton in the semifinal. Tom, Exeter continues to impress. Next year, the playoff format changes.
Yeah, it does.
6 champions. We have 3.
Yeah, I don't agree with it. Yep.
I mean, what's going on? Did they consolidate divisions 1 and 2?
Yeah, consolidated 1 and 2 is basically what happened, you know, and I don't agree with it because there's some teams like Alvern that is in the same division with North, South, and Girton. No way. You know, that doesn't compute.
We'll have to see what happens. It'll unfold here on Nashua TV next fall. A very interesting turn of events in New Hampshire interscholastic football. Look at this interesting punt formation for South.
The referees don't agree with it. They're throwing some yellow stuff on the field.
Yeah. They split off to the right. Trips right for the coverage team here on the punt. And the officials are going to call it illegal procedure against South. I guess they didn't like the fact that several players were moving at once, and they get flagged for it. So instead of 4th and 9, it's going to be 4th and 14 for the punting team. And if there was any idea of a fake punt, maybe that went by the boards with that penalty. It was a tricky looking formation, to be sure. The snapper's all by himself. Look at that. And it's a high snap. There's not much of a rush, though. He gets the punt away. It's
nice
a good
kick.
one. Spirals well downfield, and it's going to take a Panther bounce, and it's going to be fielded inside the 25-yard line. So a bomb of a punt, considering the situation following the flag. Just underway, second quarter, 0-0. Will the Titans offense be able to break the scoreless tie here on Nashua ETV's 2012 Turkey
It's
Bowl?
unbelievable. I know. I never would have thought scoreless after one. But don't forget, the second quarter is when South scored 27 points.
And if this game does end in a 0-0 tie, Tom King will take the polar plunge for the first time ever.
Yep.
You agree to that? If it ends in a 0-0 tie?
Yeah, sure. Just not telling you when.
Throw it on the middle, wide open. It's off the fingertips of the Titans' Damon Mayo. All by himself at midfield.
How many more open receivers do they need? Again, they have that. Somehow there's a break in South secondary that North has found, and they're exploiting it, but it just doesn't work out. No one within 10 yards of him.
Extra Mayo distance between himself and the defender.
So 2 drops, otherwise it would be 14-0 or at least 12-0 in favor of Nashua North.
And you cannot say the sun was to blame on that one. Tackled at the line of scrimmage was Dimitri Jackson. North's running back had no chance to get started, as the South defenders, much as the Titans defenders have been doing, blowing up running plays in the backfield with regularity. Just underway in the second quarter at the Stello Stadium on the Sunsplash Monofield turf here in Nashua, New Hampshire. Rolling out to his right, it's a screen pass, and
Dropped.
it's incomplete. Regan not
Another
able to
drop.
hang on.
That's got to be the 4th or 5th drop by the Titans in this game.
You know, I said that the game conditions were conducive to offense too. So I'm part of that. I thought there's going to be a lot of points.
Let's put it this way. Who would have thought that they would drop the ball with these wide open plays? These wide open plays would have worked that Friday night that we did the game. And they always have. It's 4th and 10, and now North's got to punt it back to South.
Right away, it's a 3 and out. The punt by Regan, a low liner, and it's going to take a nice little bounce inside the 35.
We have had no returns on any of these kicks. We have had no runs after the catch in the game for football because no one's able to catch the ball. You know, it has just been a
punter's paradise.
No breakaway runs. It is incredible.
Yes, and there's been some nice punts in this game if you're a fan of that part of football. Are you?
Oh, yeah, I live for the punt.
Where Ray Guy is not happy with that comment. That's sarcasm.
There's a reason why there's no punter in the Hall of Fame.
That's wrong.
It is wrong. It is wrong, but unfortunately.
Handoff to Choate. He's trying to get around the left side. He does.
Speed. There we go.
To the 50.
That's it.
Stephen Choate to the 40. Trying to beat the last 2 defenders inside the 30. Stephen Choate with the best offensive play of the game.
Too much speed on this field for something like that not to happen in this football game.
And we have heard it's a 49-yard run down in deep into Titan territory. And do we have no flags on the field, thankfully?
Now they got to move the sticks, though, John. They haven't moved the sticks yet.
Yeah, they hadn't had much practice doing that.
Well, look, the sticks are still down on the other side of the field. What's going on? They have not moved them yet. Why is that?
There was a flag. There was a flag on the play. It was on the far side.
I think they picked it up.
Just then.
I think they picked it up.
They did.
Because the ball's down on the 28-yard line.
Somebody might have accidentally dropped the yellow hanky. There's no indication of why it was on the field. 1st and 10 for South. Turning quickly to the right. A dangerous pass is completed. You nearly saw the Titan defender, Gabriel Goslin, step up for a 70-yard pick six there. That was a dangerous pass, but it was a strong arm of Knight that completed it to Joe Gouveia and only gained a half a yard for his trouble. Ball on the right hash mark. It'll be 2nd and call it 10 still for the Panthers. Underneath center now, he backs off into the shotgun, does Knight. And he fakes the handoff over the head of the intended receiver.
Well, what happened was, what happened was is Gouveia cut to the inside and Knight threw it to the outside. That is a classic way to get a pick six.
Yeah. And again, lurking over there is Gabriel Goslin.
They are very, very lucky because if you've got a defender in that area and he grabs it, there is no one all the way down the side of the field to be able to stop him.
Damier Hyde is the running back standing next to Trevor Knight. The running play worked with Choate. Will they go to Hyde here on
big.
3rd and long? They do. Hyde is trying to go up that same seam. He gets about 5 or 6, but he'll be short of the first down.
Well, if I'm Jason Roby, I'm a little annoyed because that's too much for a running back who was stumbling out of the gate.
He was.
And he gets all the way down to the 21-yard line. He gets 6 yards on it. It's 4th and 3 from the 21.
It's Gouveia and Choate split to the right, and to the left
and we got a flag.
Jesse Klaus, and a flag before the snap.
Oh, this is going to be against Nashua North. Offside, it's going to give South a first down. That is a huge call in this game right now.
Obviously, the adrenaline and the anxiety took over for the Titans defense, and on 4th and 4, they jump offside and just make a gift of a first down deep in Titan territory. A keeper by Knight. He finds the seam. He's to the 5. He is inside the 5-yard line. Trevor Knight gets a first down, and it'll be 1st and goal from about the 4-yard line for the Panthers. A determined South quarterback, Trevor Knight. He's going to go to his left, another keeper. Knight trying to find the cone, and he's in for a touchdown. Trevor Knight, a spectacular diving play by the South quarterback, gets the team on the board.
And I could take a hot shower today and not have to worry about no polar plunge for me, no.
Yeah. It is 6-0. South is first to get on the scoreboard here in the 2012 Turkey Bowl, and those were hard-earned yards.
Boy, were they ever.
Trevor Knight with 2 successive quarterback keepers. Going for the extra point now.
Again, the big play, 4th and 3, jumping offside were the Titans. That is a tough call, and unfortunately, that's... Oh, by the way, you know, it's Jacob DeRoche's birthday tomorrow. So they wish him an early happy birthday while he's home sick, poor kid.
Happy birthday.
Yep. So that point after is good, and we got a 7-0 ball game, 9:39 left to play in the first half.
Ryan Gudaboni on the extra point kick, the hold by Pat Goff. And we will see a kickoff for the first time since the game started. It had been all punts to this point. A couple minutes into the second quarter of play here in the Turkey Bowl. South's team is on the far side of the field celebrating as they fill up that visitors' spectator seating area, and the North team fans rather quiet here near side to us. A Thanksgiving without hockey, as we had an opportunity to talk to.
Sorry, the high school's already starting. They already have practice this week, so there's hockey around. Just not the pros.
Oh, that's right, just not
the NHL. Just not the NHL.
No Bruins Black Friday game.
No.
Tomorrow. And the kickoff by Guidoboni down the middle of the field, end over end it goes. It comes down to Dimitri Jackson at about the 11-yard line, and he makes his way out to the 31 before he is downed. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Titans, trying to answer back that first score of the game by the Panthers. The passing game is there for both teams. Let's see if we'll see the Titans quarterback, Brandon Martin, go back to the air as part of
this is it. I mean, you got to figure out, we got to hit one of these sooner or later, right? And we've had them all game.
Shuttling into the game, wide receiver.
But 2 turnovers, hurting the Titans too.
Jackson is wide left. It is a passing-looking formation, and he's.
They always are.
Of course, Dimitri Jackson bounces off some would-be tacklers, gains about 3 or 4 on first down.
Again, the Stephen Choate 39-yard run, setting up that score for Nashua South.
It's a single running back set. Again, Jackson joining Brandon Martin in the backfield.
Low snap.
Quick pass to the left, and it is incomplete.
Again, the ball not coming out of Martin's hands very well. That ball was fluttering, and it was just uncatchable.
There you see Christian Filanow, the intended receiver, who was about to take a hard hit from Pat Goff as soon as he received it, if he had.
You really have to have good hands to grab a ball that's not spiraling, and that ball was fluttering end over end.
3rd down and 6. Martin in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left and 1 to the right. He's looking left. There's nobody open. He dumps it off to Jackson in the flat. He has the first down after the catch. Dimitri Jackson gets out of bounds after getting first down yardage just inside the 45-yard line.
Smart play by Martin. You know he was in trouble. He was looking downfield, didn't have anybody. Go to the safety valve. That's what we used to call it in our touch football games at home, a safety valve. And he hit him very well for a 10-yard gain.
I mean, Kevin Falk of the Patriots who just retired. He got a lot of safety valve receiving yards. 1st and 10 for the Titans. Ball is at the 44. They're going to go up the middle with the run. And a nice burst through the line by Dimitri Jackson, who had been hit so many times in the backfield before he could even get started. That time he had a hole to work with.
If you can hit on the pass a couple of times, it's going to loosen things up for a run. And that's what Nashua North is hoping can happen with Jackson. Now what they want to do is they want to see if they can get a breakaway run out of one of these.
Nice spot there, forward progress.
Yeah, no kidding. He's got it all the way to the 50.
At midfield as we look right down, or I do, I get the best seat here at the middle of the press box.
Oh, no, I have a better seat than you.
And the shotgun snap. Martin, 2-step drop, looks to pass, avoids the sack.
Got all sorts of room. Nobody.
Keeps it first down inside the 45 to about the 42-yard line.
Martin, one thing that Martin's doing is he's making very good decisions. And that decision to run was clear because there was no one between him and the sticks.
Using his chess pieces masterfully on this drive so far is Brandon Martin, the quarterback for North, who is, according to our program, a junior. Up the middle goes Jackson. Is that true? Is Martin got another year of
eligibility? Yeah, Martin's got another year of
That's great.
Brendan Martin.
Able to watch him again next year. Just a yard shy of the first down was Jackson on that first down run. And again, they're going to go to Jackson. He bounces off a tackler. Did he get the first down? He knew where the marker was.
It depends on the spot and when they feel his knee hit the ground.
His knee hit the ground a yard shy.
He rolled for a yard or so.
All right. Again, up-tempo offense by the Titans, but they shuttle Jackson off the field, and onto the field comes Noah Goslin to give Jackson a breather. Hopefully he's not shaken up. He's took his helmet off, and he's toward the Nashua bench right now. Looks like Jackson may have took a blow to the nose there, and he needs a moment to recover.
And that's a stand-up play. They stopped him.
Nothing there for Martin, and it's going to bring up 4th down and short, and it is 2-down territory for the Titans. 7-0, the Panthers lead it. 4th and short for the Titans, trying to even things up here on this drive, but this is a big play as Martin looks to the sideline for the play call.
7-0 in favor of Nashua South. 4th and 1, 7 minutes to play here in the first half.
And here's the handoff up the middle. It's Goslin up the middle, or is that Filanow? Thought it might have been 41.
That was 10.
It was 10. Fillinal, first down.
Yeah, got it.
In the seam.
Fillinal had a great running start. It gave him some momentum to get through the line. Gets down to the 31-yard line. He gets 2 yards on the play. It'll be a first down for Nashua North. They keep the chains moving.
Martin hands it off up the middle. That is Goslin. Short gain on first down up the left hash mark. 6.5 minutes to go in the first half. Titans trailing 7-0, but driving here for what could be the tying score. It's 2nd and 9. Ball spotted at
the 30
of the Panthers.
So now much longer before they try another pass up the seam.
2 receivers split to the right, 1 to the left for Martin. He's also got a slot receiver to the left.
Fakes the
handoff.
There he
pulls
goes.
It down, throws
Seam
it over
blast.
the middle. Only person there is a Panther defender, and he's incomplete.
Well, let's see. Who did he have? He had Goslin out there, and he also had in the flat, he had Damon Mayo. And that pass was basically between the two of them.
And it was a miscommunication, breaking off the route to the right.
Yeah, you got to figure somebody else was ready.
Yeah, he thought the wide receiver was going to go across the middle, and instead he broke it off to the right. And it looked like, who's the far receiver there? Is that Zach? Is it?
Mayo was on the far side, on the other side of the field. So it's 3rd and 9.
Yeah, Damon Mayo, number 4, is still out there on the right side. He was the one that Martin was targeting.
It looked like he had Goslin up the middle too. So
Robbie Smith, the defender on the play, was the only one close to the ball. Mayo is split wide to the right. It's trips left. Receivers split near side. Brendan Martin, standing at his own 35, needs to get to the ball to the 20 for a first down. Under pressure, running to his right, pulls it down. He's sacked as he throws it. Is intercepted at about the 22-yard line, down the left sideline. Room to roam. Trevor Knight with the big interception, the second of the game by the Panthers. And it is 1st and 10 for Trevor Knight, who just made that interception, and his offense as they stop. You talked about the good decisions that Brendan Martin was making on that drive.
I'm not doing very well. I'm jinxing everybody.
No, he had been making good decisions until that point. And the heavy pressure is what did it. He wanted to make something happen. He needed to get to the ball to the 20, and he ended up throwing it up for grabs. So
3 turnovers for Nashua North. I mean, after the game, if they are on the losing end of this, you know that's the first thing Jason Roby will talk about.
Goff is swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage, and it's a loss of the play. It'll be 2nd and 11 for the Panthers offense. 5:40 to go in the first half, and South trying to double up on their score, leading this one 7-0 on a balmy Thanksgiving day here, 2012 at Stellos Stadium.
Yeah, Brendan Martin just throws it to try to get away. If you're going to try to throw it to get rid of the ball, throw it out of bounds, and he wasn't able to do that.
Knight pulls it down, slips as he tries.
Yeah, I was going to say, I expected him to see him turn, and he just lost his footing.
Tried to turn on the right foot, the inside foot, rather than planting with the outside foot, and it cost him. I think he just maybe put too much of the side of his cleat down on the turf, kind of club-footed it. So here is 3rd and long, 3rd and 11 for the Panthers at the 45-yard line. Interesting to see if they don't make it here, if they go for it on 4th, but right now it's 3rd down. Dropping straight back to pass over the middle, wide open. Goff has it as he dances inside the 25-yard line, dragged down, but a huge, about an 18-yard gainer for the Panthers on 3rd down. And wide open was Goff, and a nice bullet from Trevor Knight completes the pass.
Boy, it was a real nice bullet from Trevor Knight as Goff was wide open. I'm watching Goff, John, and I'm watching him, and he could have had a turkey sandwich in that scene. Right. He had all that kind of time. No one was near him.
He had a big cushion like you'll be on when you watch the games today later. Trevor Knight dances to the outside, inside the 10 to 5. Another touchdown for the South quarterback, Trevor Knight. It's a 13-0 Panther lead. Trevor Knight, who ran for over 120 yards in the earlier meeting between these two teams this season is racking up the running yards
He's
again.
got 50 right now on 12 carries.
It's Dejan Knight all over again with the running game. The South quarterback is the problem that the Titans defense doesn't have the answer for right now. Goff with the hold, and it hits the left upright and goes off to the left. No good. So it's 13-0 is the score after the missed extra point. But unless the Titans offense can match the heroics of the South offense, it may be a moot point, a moot extra point later on in this one. 4:19 remaining in the first half. John Collins with Tom King here on Nashua ETV. Welcome everybody who may be watching this one live. We are now, as you see the score on your screen, Nashua ETV now on Twitter and Facebook. Twitter.com/Nashua ETV and Facebook.com/Nashua ETV. Please join us and follow us as we bring you Scholastic sports here through the fall season and into the winter. Basketball and hockey on the horizon. The holiday tournaments about a month away now, and something we always anxiously look forward to covering on Nashua ETV. So what was a defensive struggle earlier is turning into another second quarter surge by the South Panthers, something they utilized in the first meeting between these two teams, which was a decisive victory for South.
Oh, a little roller
kick, and downing it at the 30.
And no return. Why?
Yeah,
I don't
why
understand
not?
that. Why not just run it?
You are comfortably in possession.
You've got
of
the ball. Just run 5 or 6 yards and inch your way out there. I'm surprised at that.
Yeah, that was Tom Holler.
Yeah, and Holler's a wide out. He's used to touching the football here and there. I mean, so
As Holler
very strange.
gets hollered at by Coach King.
A very strange decision there. I thought he should have picked it.
In the next Turkey Bowl, he will.
Well,
run
you know,
that
the thing
back.
is, I guess
Just
you're
for
afraid.
you.
You're afraid of the scoop and dropping
Yeah,
it. That's what you're
yeah.
afraid of. So I can understand that part.
But he did have some time to size up the coverage and maybe make a run. Dimitri Jackson trying to find a hole on the right side of the line that just isn't there, and it'll be second and long. 4 minutes to go in the first half. You know, on the tackle was Evan Patterson.
Who was the carrier on that? Was that
was
Demetrius?
Jackson.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Who is in the...
I'm waiting to slip through and run into the secondary, and he hasn't been able to do it just yet.
He's the lone running back here. 4 receivers for Brandon Martin. Regan is the closest to the left. They're going to throw a quick out.
Oh, wow.
Getting thrown for a loss
Ouch.
on the play. Damon Mayo had nowhere to go after the reception. He would have been better off just to drop that one and not get thrown for a pretty big loss there on the play.
Yeah, back to the 28-yard line. He loses 4 yards on that play.
Yeah, so it's third and long from deep in their own territory for the Titans. Trailing 13-0 with 3:10 to go in the first half of the 2012 Turkey Bowl. Big play here for North. Martin with Jackson in the backfield with him. 3-step drop, looking left, fires to Regan. It's complete, but short of the first down.
Good call, John. Short.
A decision to be made here now by Jason Roby. He's in his own end. 2:50 to go in the first half. Does he risk it? Does he roll the dice? Yes, it looks like he may.
Why not? You know, I don't see why not. This is a game where...
fourth and short, 2 yards to go.
Not going to hurt you in the standings.
Do they have the dump-off play here, perhaps?
Fourth and a long one at the 39.
Receivers split evenly left and
in
right.
In the shotgun, too.
With Jackson in the backfield.
I have a feeling Martin's
Long
going to take
snap
this ball.
count, trying to draw them offside.
Try to draw them off, and now time. Now
Timeout
they'll
call.
rethink it. You know what? Maybe I might rethink it, too. You're only down 13-0. 2 touchdowns and 2 extra points can put you ahead, whereas if you give South a short field, you know Knight will probably give you points. I might boot it away.
Fake punt.
Might boot it away. You fake a punt.
Oh, if you get to play, you have to play where you hike it to the short guy.
No, because
and he plunges into the line,
you can
2
do
yards.
that. You can do that maybe, but if you fake a punt with the punter, with the snap back at the 30.
No, I don't want the punter
Yeah,
getting
I don't want. Yeah, you're right.
My
yeah.
fake punt is to the guy that's standing like 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
They can't hear me, I don't believe, so I'm not giving anything away.
You never know.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm both schools and I know this game is on live, I perch someone in front of the TV somewhere and walk
to hear
and
your
talk
wisdom.
and text and
Not me, your
and
wisdom.
say, right, exactly.
Yeah.
This is what they're
it's
saying.
It's a great
so.
shot. That's where we are right there. Stick your hand
Yeah.
out the window.
Yeah, my window's
that's
closed.
That's Ed
Yeah,
Leish's
my window's
window that was
closed
open.
and it's staying closed.
Shame on you on such a beautiful day.
It's all right.
Ed Leish's
I got my
has been enjoying
cookies.
the elements.
I've got my cookies. I'm thankful for warmth and cookies. That's what I want.
There
That's
is
it.
no up man there for if there's a fake
Yeah,
punt.
they are kicking it. Oh, they are. Oh, my goodness.
He's going to hold it. Regan
He's
trying
not
to
gonna
turn
make
the
it.
corner,
Is
and
he?
he makes
He does.
it. Kyle Regan.
John Collins wins out. It's a good thing we didn't do a polar plunge bet on that. Because, A, they snapped it to the punter.
They did.
I know.
That's not how I drew it up.
No, it's not.
Great part of the
boy.
game for it, though. And so
Now,
the
look,
excitement.
now, wait a minute. Where's the spot? It's barely on the 40 yard line. If I'm Scott Knight, I want to see a measurement.
You want to challenge it? Do we have a red flag
I thought he
in the
crossed
sock?
the 40, but I guess not.
I thought he crossed the 42, but they give him the first down in any case. And 1st and 10. Martin's going to hand it off to Jackson, who's got some tough going in the left side of the line.
And again,
not much there.
Again, even if you don't score on this drive, if you can hold the ball for the rest of the half and keep it out of South's hands, it's a moral victory for North, because you just don't let that offensive machine touch the football again. And you don't let Trevor Knight touch the football again before you go in the locker room and regroup.
Something you've said many times in the other broadcasts, Tom, put the hands in the ball of your best player. Kyle Regan, his athleticism got them the first down there on that fake punt, and it was great to see. Martin with a 2-step drop after the fake handoff, dumps it off. It is complete to Jackson. He's hit after the catch. He gets a few yards. It'll be 3rd and about 4 for the Titans as the clock becomes a factor now. 1:20 clock running here. 1:20 to go in the first half. And the Titans trailing by 13 points, 13-0, looking for their first score of the game. They're on the move, but the clock not their friend at the moment. Ball spotted at their own 47-yard line in the shotgun.
Yeah, 3rd down here, so you're still in 2-down territory now.
Martin with a 1-step drop off the fingertips of the intended receiver. That was John Vidal.
And he had a man down on the sideline. That's your man, Mr. Regan. Was right in front of us at the 45. Looked open to me.
Yeah. It was a longer throw. He didn't check off, though. And
now it's another 4th down, but this is a longer one.
And there, it looks like they really are going to punt this time.
Yeah, I don't think they have much of a choice here. With 57 seconds left, I think at this point, pinning them deep, you can trust your defense to try to keep South off the field, out of the end zone.
He's doing it
again.
again.
Oh my goodness, he's not going to make. No, he throws it. Oh, he kicks it off. All right, he does punt it. You're right.
That was
How did he get that punt off?
The punt option.
And you know what, John? You're going to be very careful, because when he punts that ball, he's got to make sure he's not beyond the line of scrimmage.
Oh yeah, you're right too. That's right too.
Otherwise, it's a fumble.
It's down to the 31-yard line. The option
it's killing me. Option punt. Where do we do that? That is something I've never seen before.
The Panthers coverage team certainly was not trusting that Regan wouldn't do it again. They were right into the backfield and keying on him as he tried to find a seam for 1st down yardage that was not there. He got the punt away. 47 seconds to work with for the Panthers. Will they go for it? Choate trying to find the sideline.
Well, Choate can score from anywhere on the field.
Yeah.
You know, so that's almost like a pass when you give the ball, put the ball in his hands, because he's got that ability. He runs it for 3 yards right there. So
Panthers do stop the clock with a timeout, as Choate was tackled inbounds on the far hash mark. 40 seconds to go in the first half of 2012 Turkey Bowl between Nashua South and North here at Stellos Stadium. John Collins along with Tom King.
They have 107 yards of rushing right now. Nashua South does. And with 13, 107, and 36. They got 143 yards of total offense.
If we can, if I can play director just for a second, if we can get a shot of the officials for today's game, thanks to our public
Well,
address
there's a
announcer,
few
Bob
there.
Bates.
There's a few. There we go.
Yeah.
There's some striped shirts.
We got referee.
Few in run place.
Referee is Kevin Staniels in the white hat. The umpire Paul Hickey. Lineman Richard Higgins.
I believe that's Mr. McLean with that shot.
The line judge Greg Surrett. Back judge is John Jaskolka, and the side judge is Bob Krupika. 2nd and 5, 40 seconds to go in the game. In the first half of the game, I should say. A lot of football yet to be played here. And some halftime ceremonies and band activity.
Yeah, we'll have a nice break.
Long throw, no. Knight's going to have to
get sacked.
Gets the sack. It's a 1-yard loss on the play. Good job on the pursuit by Noah Gardner.
Well, a good decision by Trevor Knight. He saw no one open, no reason to throw it, so he holds on to the ball. No gain on the play. No foul, no harm for Nashua South. 29.8 seconds left. They call a timeout to try to squeeze in some more points. I'd like to see him run the clock out.
No sack dance on that. You
No,
noticed.
no, not that time.
When you cover the pros, that's always an element of the game, but it doesn't seem to be any.
I would tell my players, if they're down in the game, don't do a dance. How's that?
Okay. Oh, so you do give permission if you're
If
ahead?
they're up, yeah, they can do a little bit of a dance.
Like
but
the
if
guy
they-
from Green Bay with the long hair. Who's
If
that?
they're down, oh, that's Matthews.
Matthews,
Yep.
yes.
Son of.
He's got his own fat head.
Son of Clay.
on the wall.
Clay, son of Clay.
Yes. Tom, if you were to buy a fat head for Christmas and put it on your own wall, who would it be? Any
What's a fat
athlete
head?
you could pick. You don't know?
No.
I see. I did a young generation reference.
Yeah,
on
no
you.
kidding.
It's a giant poster,
Poster.
life-size
Oh, okay.
poster.
Life-size
of a player.
poster of a player. Who
Yeah.
would it be? That'd be you, of course. but
Gronkowski?
No, it'd be you with a baseball bat in your hands. Gronkowski.
There's no favorite player.
Gronkowski, please.
It would be a giant, wouldn't it be?
Please.
Eli, wouldn't it? There's the handoff up
No,
the middle.
I'll tell you who it would be.
And it's a first down, 24 seconds. You gonna tell me? You gonna tell me now? before
I'll
halftime?
tell you. I'll tell you who it would be. It would be Mark Bavaro, the former Giant
Mark
tight end.
Bavaro,
I thought
yes.
I thought he was an amazing football player. Everybody talks about Gronkowski. Bavaro was just the same way.
He was.
And he
I
didn't
remember.
last.
Long pass down the left sideline. A chance for a last-second
Flags on
touchdown.
the play, though. I don't know if it would have gone.
Oh.
Flag right down here by the 39-yard line on our side of the field. So that may not have counted anyway. We'll have to wait and see if it was a shift or not. We have no. Well, they put the flag. They pick it up, but they're talking to Nashua North.
Who was the intended receiver on that, Bob? Did you see? 19 for South.
All right, how many long passes
was,
have we seen with open players?
Jesse
Klaus.
Klaus, and he was open, but the penalty goes against South. As
Now
you
he
said.
would be an ideal receiver on Christmas Day.
Klaus, Santa Claus. Yes.
Now it would be Bavaro.
It's a good call. I used to watch Mark Bavaro, and of course he was
I want a shot of him
also before.
Carrying 3 or 4 49ers on his back during that Monday night game, way, way back in the 1980s, mid
Who was the
1980s.
giant Patriots tight end that we got? It was after Bavaro, one of our first giant tight ends that racked up all kinds of touchdowns and yardage. It wasn't Ben Coates, was it?
You mean for the Patriots or for the
Patriots, yeah,
Giants?
the
It was
Patriots.
Coates.
It
Coates was the
Sorry,
Coates was
yeah,
the big.
It was Coates, yeah.
Coates was the main man.
Yeah.
And Coates was
You're right. Bavaro was at the early part of that where you really used this monstrous tight end as a.
Well, I don't
weapon.
think there's been another monster tight end before Gronkowski that could catch and run the way Bavaro could.
Right.
And block. Bavaro was an excellent blocker as well.
So if anybody wants to spend the $99 and get Tom King a fat head of Mark Bavaro for Christmas, I don't even think they make that one though.
No, they probably don't.
Yeah, you'd have to make that yourself. It's a great gift idea though.
I'll take 2 tickets to Aruba instead. Maybe 1. I'll probably go myself.
Yeah. It is almost like Aruba here. It's so beautiful here at
No,
Stella
John,
Stadium
it's not
today.
quite. No, it's not even close. Let's not go there. There's no sand, there's no ocean, and there's no 70-degree temperature. 80-degree temperature. Please.
coming up at halftime. Lots of activity. And it'll all be covered here on Nashua ETV Live.
Now, Knight's going to run the ball here.
And that's 10 seconds to go. He's going to put it under his arm and get out of bounds. So that is not the last play of the half. Not a first down either. He needed to get to the 46. Gets to midfield. 46 of the Titans, that is. Actually, they're going to spot it at the 48 on the south side of the field, which is technically the west side of the field. We figured out before the game. Sun setting to the left of your picture. Drop back to pass. Knight with 4 seconds left is going to get sacked.
Yep.
There's the sack dance. Oh yeah, that's just jubilation, pure jubilation on the part of Derek Wagner.
And that'll end it.
And that is it. No stoppage of the clock. We have come to the end of the first half. It is a South 13-0 lead.
John Collins will be here to start the second half. I'll be in Aruba. So
quick exit.
Yes,
for you.
no, we'll be here. We'll both be back
Yes.
right after this. Enjoy the halftime festivities, everybody.
Purple Panther Preschool is an exciting, hands-on program offering developmentally appropriate curriculum in an inclusionary model classroom focusing on the whole child. We are recognized for our low child-to-teacher ratios and experienced staff. Purple Panther Preschool provides a real-life practicum site for high school students who are enrolled in the Careers in Education program through the Nashua Technology Center. We are located at Nashua High School South. We are currently enrolling children for the 2012-2013 school year. We accept children ages 3 to 5. Children need to be 3 by September 30th, 2012. Space is limited. More information regarding our program can be found at the Nashua School District's website at www.nashua.edu or by calling and scheduling a tour at 603-589-8561. We are Nashua's hidden gem, serving our community's children for over 35 years. Come and visit us today.
I'll give a big warm welcome to the Nashua High School South Purple Panther Marching Band and Color Guard. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we would like to recognize the senior members of the South Band and Color Guard. Okay, folks, now let's meet the senior members of the South Band and Color Guard. Seniors, why don't you step forward and give us a wave as I introduce you. We have Taylor Allen, Cassandra Amarello, Pierre Bolduc, Jackie Chai, Ryan DePaulo, Cesar Dominguez, Haley Dufresne, Brandon Duras, Anthony Farina, Steve Francis, Taylor Frizzell, Garrett Hopkins, Jarrett Johnson, Miriam Kasten, Rhiannon Longley Galloway, Michelle Martin, Caitlin McKinney, Kelly Neary, Nathan Parker, Zachary Peters, Justin Sullivan, Paige LaValle, Moriah Vignola. Ladies and gentlemen, the seniors of the South Band and Color Guard. Ladies and gentlemen, the Nashua High School South Marching Band and Color Guard.
You know, eating a healthy diet doesn't have to be complicated or take a lot of time. In fact, you don't need a cookbook at all. Let me think. How will I do this? Wash and eat. How fast and easy is that? Join me next time when we'll discover the wonderful world of bananas.
Please give a big warm welcome now to Nashua High School North Titan Marching Band and Color Guard. this time, we wish to recognize the senior members of the Nashua High School North Band and Color Guard. like to thank each of you seniors and your parents for all the years of dedication to the Nashua North music program. We have Josh Darwish, Sabrina Dobson, Daniela Gamba, Vanessa Gill, Allison Henderson, Cassandra McCanab Verrington, Caitlin Millet, Tim Morrow, Alex Schofield, Kurt Schollenberger, Jonathan Stevens, Joseph St. Laurent. Congratulations, seniors, and thank you for your contributions to the program. Ladies and gentlemen, the Nashua High School North Titan Marching Band and a Color Guard.
Welcome back, everybody, to the second half here at Stellos Stadium in Nashua. Nashua ETV's live broadcast. If you're watching this on Thanksgiving morning, we welcome you. Also, if you happen to be watching the rebroadcast, you can also see this online. Nashua Easy Stream has it. A minute and a half to go before the start of the second half between South and North. South is exercising, warming up to the right of the screen here at Stellos Stadium, leading this one 13-0.
Well, they're leading, they're leading it thanks to Trevor Knight. He's got a 4-yard touchdown run and a 22-yard touchdown run. Numbers for Knight right now, he's got 64 yards on 16 carries.
There he is right there, number 7.
124 yards rushing for Nashua South, 36 in the air for the Panthers, for a total of 160 yards. For Nashua North, they have been held to 60 yards on the ground, 31 of those by number 27, Dimitri Jackson. And they have 32 yards in the air, but they also have 3 turnovers.
Yeah.
And one led to a score. And it has been a tough situation in terms of trying to hold the ball for Nashua North. A fumble to start, and then 2 interceptions. And one of them led to a Trevor Knight touchdown. Trevor Knight with that interception as well. So this is Trevor Knight's game right now. He's a junior. It won't be his last one. He's got one more to play.
That's amazing.
Next year. Yeah, I know it.
But he's just dominating this game like a senior. But he's coming back next year, and he's got tremendous speed. He's got John, 2 touchdowns, perfect playing conditions.
He's got 180 yards rushing in 2 games against us, in 6 quarters.
There's no reason to think he won't get a couple more rushing touchdowns, making an even 4 here.
Defensively, Jason Roby's got to come up with a way to stop Trevor Knight.
Right.
He's got to. And he's got to tell his offense to hang on to the football. Now, the flip side, Nashua South defensively on the surface, shutting them out, but they were lucky because 2 seam passes where there is no one there were both dropped. Mm-hmm. And that, they were sure touchdowns and didn't happen. One was dropped by Kyle Regan with the sun in his eyes, and another one going the opposite direction was dropped by number 4, Damon Mayo. And they were both, I think you and I both agree, those passes get caught on the run. They are touchdowns, so there was no defender within 5 to 10 yards of either one.
South kicked off to begin the game. They will receive to begin the second half. Sun setting to the west, the left side of the field here, so the receiving team, South. Trevor Knight, by the way, the all-purpose football player, defender and a quarterback, and also a kick returner. How many quarterbacks do you see returning kicks? Not too many, right?
Not many, that's for sure.
He's the deep guy for South for this kickoff here to receive, looking into the sun. Shorter days at this time of year, of course. Also, part of the return team there, you saw shot Dimey or Hyde, number 34. There's a scribbler. They don't want anything too easy to return. Knight picks it up, does a little dance, and breaks through one line of coverage, but not any more than that.
Notice the difference, the way the squib kicks were covered by either team. North gets a squib kick and they fall on it. South gets a squib kick and 3 players stare at it, and then someone finally picks it up and scoops it.
Yeah.
And when you do that with defenders around, Knight's very lucky that he was able to secure the ball right away, because the temptation when you scoop the ball up is you don't have it fully in your hands when you start to run. But Knight did, and now South will take over 1st and 10 on their own 21-yard line. Not much of a return, but they held on to the football.
Trevor Knight, who owns 2 running touchdowns in this game, giving his team a 13-0 lead, has a golden chance to get a 3-score advantage over the Titans, and it's a great run on 1st down for the Panthers, more than enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, that was Choate, I believe, on the run.
Yes, number 30 right there.
Yep, Choate, who gives them, a chance to score from anywhere on the field. He actually had 45 yards on the ground in the first half. He picks up 12 more.
Lots of room to roam on the near side of the field. Immediately, Choate runs over to the right side. holding on to it is Knight, makes a cut up the seam, and he gets a good gain on first down of about 3 or 4 yards for the Panther quarterback, who's racking up the yards again. Had 125 in these two teams' first meeting of the year, and he's well on his way to getting the century mark in this one. It is second down, and we'll make it 8. There's a handoff to number 34, Daimier Hyde, and he has a short gain on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and about 5.
Yeah, you got a very benefit. Look at the spot, John. The 40-yard line. Did you think you got out to the 40?
No, I didn't think he got that much.
I didn't think you got that much either.
So it's 3rd and 3. There's the handoff. No, his Knight still got it. He's down on the turf. Kind of a busted play there for the Panthers on 3rd down.
And they will have to punt.
Yeah, it's going to become
no strategy here. That kick is going to be made.
So just that quickly, the drive ends here to begin the second half for the Panthers, if in fact they do punt it. It's almost like a pooch punt. Getting out of the way of it was Gabriel Gosselin. Nearly got hit in the back, and it's going to bounce to a stop inside the 40-yard line. So it's 1st and 10 for the Titans, trailing by 2 touchdowns. Just underway in the second half of the 2012 Turkey Bowl. John Collins along with Tom King and our A-team of live broadcast crew, Mike Jeans, Tim O'Neill, Frank Wallant, and executive producer Pete Johnson at the controls. Let's see what Brandon Martin comes up with here to begin the second half. Titans want to get on the scoreboard if they can right away. Handoff to the right side of the line, not too much there for Alex Pappas. I believe that was his first carry of the game.
Yeah, we have not called his name at all, so it's maybe about a yard.
Brandon Martin in the shotgun. 2nd and 9 for the Titans. Ball is at their own 37. Martin holds it, runs to the left. He's to the 40. He's got a first down, a burst past the marker, and he is to midfield. And taking a page out of Trevor Knight's playbook, the Titans quarterback gets a big gain.
Exactly. Makes a good decision. As we said, he's made good ones most of the day. Just one bad one, and then runs the ball out to the 50-yard line.
And there is our first real injury of the game.
Let's see what we got here.
It looks like number 9 on the monitor.
It is the quarterback. It is Brendan Martin.
Oh, it's too bad. After the end of that run, brilliant run by the quarterback for the Titans.
Yeah, he took a heavy second hit.
He's going to have to come out at least for one play. Hopefully it is only one play, but he's down and not exactly bouncing back up at the moment.
And it was enough for Jason Roby to go out there and check to see what it was. And you can hear a pin drop in this stadium right now.
That's a good point, Tom, yeah.
He is moving.
Okay.
He moved
you got the binocs out. That's good.
He moved his hand.
Because I didn't see that.
Moved his right arm. So my guess is he might have gotten his bell rung.
You think he took a head-to-head?
I think he might have.
Yeah, because, we were talking about high school quarterbacks earlier not going feet first. They try to get that extra yard. There's some somewhat more evenly matched physical matchups when they run the ball. Sometimes the quarterback's actually bigger than the guys.
Yep, now he's sitting up.
Yeah, but
so
there's always that danger that you could, whack helmets.
Well, they are it is definitely from what I can see, it looks like he's dazed because they are talking to him, not checking out any kind of body part to see what hurts.
Right.
So my thinking is that he sustained a little bit of a hit, maybe a stinger. He's moving his right arm a little bit to try to, move his fingers. So we'll see.
So here's Colby Gunter will be the backup quarterback into the game, number 8
Colby
for the
Gunter.
Titans.
Yep.
Ball is exactly at the midfield stripe, so a very promising drive here by the Titans. Gets interrupted by an injury to their quarterback, Brandon Martin, after that great run. Comes out of the game, and it will be up to Gunter to continue to engineer this offensive attack. 1st and 10 at the 50.
Now you see. Let's see what Gunter can bring to the table.
He steps into that shotgun formation with receivers split wide left and right. And he will keep it, run to the right, trying to find the end, and there's nothing there.
No.
Right into the backfield to blow up the play was Manny Rodriguez.
He did everything right. He looked out to see what his options were. But at the same time, he is small, John. He's 5'8" as a sophomore. So he can't really see an awful lot.
You chuckling? Mike James is chuckling because I'm 5'8", and you're just all over that being too small to play.
Well,
Doug Flutie size. There's the run out to the right side. He's got a little bit more out of bounds.
You saw that. But that's because he darted to the side, John, so he can see around people.
That's because he
can't see over anybody.
He heard the doubters.
That's
all
right,
the way up here.
You heard the doubter.
Yes. He should put on number 22 at this point and just go to town. Out of bounds is Gunter near sideline. No sign of Brandon Martin coming back into the game just yet. And it's going to be 3rd down and 4 for the Titans offense and their backup quarterback, Colby Gunter. Will he throw it? Yes, he's back to pass.
Lefty.
Brings it down, and the lefty's going to hit the turf. And it's a sack for the Panthers, Matt Byers. Great play by the lineman for the Panthers to throw Gunter to the turf for a big loss on the play. It'll be 4th and 12. Ball at the 48-yard line, and no hesitation here. The Titans into punt formation. We're 4 minutes into the second half, and it's a fake punt again for Regan. He's trying to come to the right sideline. He's got a long way to go, though. And that might have been ill-advised, needing to run about 20 yards.
That's a tough play.
I mean, that might be one you want to throw for, but to ask your punter to come 7 yards out of the
short side of the field
and gain the extra 12.
On the short side.
On the short side, yeah. And it's the 3rd fake punt of the game, as we may have just set a Turkey Bowl record for fake punts by one team. And ball is at the 50-yard mark for the Panthers. Great field position as they try to triple up on their lead here, up 13-0. And Trevor Knight with a clear head for the South quarterback going to work in a 4-step drop, looking to dump the end screen. And it is complete, but only struggling to get back to the original line of scrimmage was Zach Isabel on the reception. So our ball will be marked at the 50 again after all of that. It'll be 2nd and 10, and we have a penalty against the Panthers.
Maybe a late hit. Don't know.
And
it's against the Panthers?
Yeah, it's a decision time. It's against the offense. Decision time for Jason Roby. Does he want to accept, or does he want to go 2nd and 10?
You accept. You move this offense back. Especially if it's a 15-yarder. If it's a 5-yarder, I don't know. Legal use of the hands. 15-yard penalty? No, it's a 10-yard penalty. It's a 10-yard penalty. So.
Yeah, so it'll be 1st and 20.
Yep.
Loss of down, 2nd and 10 or 20. Knight hands it off. Goff through a seam, finds the left sideline. He's got some room to the 40, and he knocks over a defender with a 1st down inside the 40-yard line. Pat Goff, a well-designed running play for the Panthers as Goff knifing through the secondary to the sideline for the big gainer.
The 21-yard gain by Goff.
On the left hash mark now, Knight has the play from the sideline in the shotgun. Low snap, picks it up rather smoothly. Goff, and there's a flag.
Yeah, but there's going to be a hold, and I think it's going to be on, couldn't tell.
Number 63 is Bobby Manganiello, who unfortunately that's the first time I said his name today, but the flag was in his
I was also
area.
looking at 66, Braden Hollowell, but can't.
Let's throw them all under the bus. Let's see if we can
That's right.
find
That's
the list of linemen here.
Exactly. 10-yard penalty is going to go back. So 2 South penalties, shooting him in the foot.
And it's a second big penalty on this drive against the Panthers. And so this is going to be a country mile for a first down here. First down and 21 or so, looks like. Ball back to midfield. And there's the handoff up the middle. Willing his way forward is Zach Isabel for a decent first down gain. 5 yards on the play exactly. And it'll be 2nd and 15 or 2nd and 16. Need to get to the 29 for the first down. 7 minutes to go, third quarter.
Don't bet against Trevor Knight.
Knight, 2-step drop, heaves it right side.
Got
It's
him
going to be
wide
open. It is incomplete at the 15. And it did hit the hands.
You and I are going to go out
and catch some passes.
And we're going to do some pass drills after this game is over and see if we can see if it's just us or if it's or what.
Jesse Klaus.
That was wide open.
Not a bad thrown pass by Knight. It hit the receiver's hands a little low. Maybe he wanted to get him up around the shoulder pads and stride, but it was catchable.
To make it interesting, we'll have Mike James rush us and jump up in the air and try to dart around him.
Yeah. And the fake handoff. Knight tries to get up the middle. He did elude one tackler, but a short gain on the play.
But that one tackler.
3rd and very long.
That one tackler, number 56, Mike Lynch did a great job of slowing Trevor Knight down.
Yeah, it was a key hit. And so it's going to be 4th and long here. And they're going to punt, it looks like.
Yeah, sure.
There's the formation, unless they have a fake punt in their repertoire. But there's 13 yards to go here. And looking the punt option there. And it's a very short punt by Joe Gouveia. Goes out of bounds at about 25. So it's like a 15-yard punt net gain. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Titans, who have been held scoreless to this point. As good a defense, as stingy as the Titans have been compared to the first meeting of these two teams earlier in the season, their offense needs to score, obviously, if they're going to have a chance to win this game. And they have been kept out of the end zone, not even really that close to the end zone, Tom. I don't know what the furthest downfield the Titans have gotten, but not too many red zone possessions.
17-yard line.
17?
Interception. Yep.
They got to the interception, right, and that was a big defensive play of the game by Tyler Boudreau of the Panthers, the linebacker, picking the ball off in the red zone back in the first half. So a healthy gain on first down for the Titans brings up a 2nd and 6. Wagner picking up 4. And in the backfield, a couple of running backs joining Brandon Colby Gunter. He's still out there?
It is Brendan Martin back in the game.
Brandon Martin is back. Throwing it deep down the left sideline over everybody.
That time there was nobody else.
Regan was covered closely by Goff. Goff had the best chance at that one, as it was thrown about 40 yards in the air by Martin, strong arm, but did not have a receiver open, at least not Regan. And it'll bring up 3rd and 6. Key play for the Titans. They want to keep the drive alive, not go 3 and out. They'll need something here. Martin.
Oh,
4-step drop. It's a middle screen. Jackson up the right hash mark, has the first down, and he's to the 45-yard line. Dimitri Jackson, as South tries to rip the ball away, the whistle blows the play dead. That's always dangerous when you stand up and then 5 players show up and they haven't blown the whistle yet. Bad things can happen.
Yeah, exactly. No kidding. 16-yard gain on that screen.
And I saw Trevor Knight,
one of the bigger plays from scrimmage for
leading the charge, trying to rip that ball free, but good job by Jackson to hang on after the first down. Screen pass reception. Jackson gets the work again, and he gets about 4 or 5 yards on the carry. So he's to midfield. Key play by the Titans, a middle screen to Jackson as they pick up the first down and keep this drive alive, trailing 13-0 in the 2012 Turkey Bowl.
Well, if they can move the ball here, John, and they score in this game, we have a football game. This is one of the better, it's a little closer, well,
Yeah.
closer than I expected, but I expected more offense, obviously, but North can really make things very, very tight and interesting.
Martin looked like he had a thought about throwing it to the left and then running it to the left. He ended up holding on to it and going up the middle for no gain on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 6. Tellingly, that ball's been at the middle of the field a lot today. It's been right at the 50-yard line a lot. Sort of an indicator of how evenly fought the game has been, despite what it says on the scoreboard. 13-0 South leading. There's a pass in the opening, tipped into the hands of the intended receiver, who's going to sprint into the end zone for a touchdown. It is Kyle Regan.
Almost an interception, and then the tip right into Regan's hands. A bounce of the ball, you never know.
It was underthrown, Tom. You're right. It was luck, but sometimes better to be lucky than good. And it is a score for the Titans, who are on the board, 13-6, with the extra point to come. And Regan will be doing the extra point kicking with Martin on the hold. Wow.
Wow, we have a football game.
Well, there was a lot of tip balls today, a lot of balls going through the initial receiver's hands, as Regan's extra point is good.
Was that Knight who got a hand on it? Or was it Knight that tipped it? I wasn't quite sure.
It may have been Knight. And it was definitely about 4 or 5 yards short of the intended receiver, but the tip ended up being a perfect relay to Regan, who was standing there and knew exactly what to do with it when he caught it, which was to sprint into the end zone, another 20 yards for the score. So it is 13-7, a break for the Titans.
And we have a great game now, John.
Yeah, we do.
We really do.
That extra point that South missed in the first half could become a factor here, as North has got a chance to get a defensive stop and possibly go ahead with the next touchdown. Right now the Titans will be kicking off, barring a fake kickoff and a onside kick. You never know. It's not a playoff game. It's a play for pride game here in the Turkey Bowl, as the regular season has ended, of course, and also the playoffs in New Hampshire are done with.
So how ironic that Nashua North has 2 passes that are wide open that would have been sure touchdowns. They're dropped. And a pass that was well covered and tipped results in a 50-yard score.
It is a squibber. It goes a long way.
How ironic is that?
And it's Damier Hyde who picks it up and gets a nice little return out of it. A squib kick. He gets it to the 33-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
That is amazing to me.
The Titans defense, Tom, doing a better job, it appears, of keying in on Trevor Knight, who has been the primary weapon in the offense of the South.
Two series that they have done a great job of holding them down. So, but now they've really got to see what they can do here after they make those adjustments.
Knight's showing a strong arm today. Let's see if he goes back to the air at all. No, he's going to hand it off to Choate, who finds some room to roam, and he cuts up the middle. Choate nearly breaks it free, twisting and falling after a huge gain of about 25 yards for Stephen Choate.
Stephen Choate is a game breaker, but he is also a game changer, because he takes a close game and then all of a sudden elevates it back up, and that could be the impetus right here.
Didn't seem to be that big of a hole, but Choate made the most of it, as Damier Hyde gets stuffed up in the middle after a short gain on 1st down.
28-yard gain for Choate.
28
that
yards.
you think could have been even more.
3:20 to go, third quarter, 13-7. The Titans just recently getting on the scoreboard. Now the Panthers trying to go back up by 2 touchdowns. And there's another short gain on a run up the middle. It'll be third down and 5 or 6.
Up 5. They've done it. Hyde has not been featured much today. 15 yards on 5 carries.
Knight fakes the handoff, throws a dart off the intended receiver's hands.
Almost intercepted.
Mayo
had it.
It was another tip that almost went Titans' way. That time not able to catch the interception.
John, this is a great football game.
Definitely entertaining.
One of the closer games. I haven't seen too many close games this year, and this is one of them.
Knight standing on his own 40-yard line. Needs to get the ball to the 29 for a first down. Looking left, looking to pass. Throws. Is it complete? No, say the official. It hit the turf. And turning it over on downs as they went for it there on 4th down.
Well, you would. You're at the 35. Yeah. There's no field position to gain, really. So now we'll see what Nashua North can do offensively.
Good to see Brandon Martin out there and apparently functioning healthily with after that hit that he took a few minutes ago. The starting quarterback for the Titans has his team with momentum and the ball here. 1st and 10 on the 35-yard line, and it's going to be hanging on to it. And he is down in the backfield. Another great linebacker play. Tyler Boudreaux getting into the backfield and busting that one up. The young linebacker for the Panthers is excited, and why not, as he records a sack, a 3-yard loss on the play. It'll be 2nd and 13 for North, while at their own 31-yard line. 3 running backs in the backfield with Knight. He fakes to one, throws a nice dump-off pass over the middle, and it is Villano who gets a first down. That's gain of about 15.
That's a great play because everybody converges on Knight, and Villano kind of slips out of the backfield untouched.
Into space,
and he's right there to catch the ball.
Yes, a well-designed play. Villano,
a 16-yard gain on that play.
Gets open in the flat and dumping it off to him perfectly. Nice touch on the pass by Martin. But on first down, nothing there on the run play. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Good tackle made by a host of Panthers defenders, including Brian McKinley, number 55.
$1:29 to play in the 3rd quarter. 13-7 in favor of Nashua South. It is a football game here, folks. Don't touch that remote.
In the shotgun again. Stepping back to pass. Martin with pressure from behind, and he's going to evade it for the moment. And a huge hit at about the 44-yard line.
Wow.
He took that up around the shoulder pads. Did it hit the face mask, perhaps? It's one of those where you almost think maybe the referee might throw a flag.
Does he get back up? I haven't seen. Let's see. Is he up?
It was sort of a helmet to face mask
Jason
hit.
Roby's not happy about it. I know that.
Yeah, and it's one that you could see flagged because it's helmet to face mask on the quarterback.
And did they? So they're going to call the penalty. I don't see Martin out there again.
Roby is
not.
Why is he mad? Because the penalty was called, but is he just mad at the player?
He feels the player should be ejected.
Okay. So the as you see the North coach right there, Jason Roby. I think you're right, Tom. I think he's thinking that. Yeah, it was called. I didn't see the flag come out, but it did look like a penalty. It was in front of the sideline. Villano is on the bench. Is he number 9? Yes, he is, Tom, down there. There's the quarterback. It's Colby Gunter into the game. Jackson, that's the second time.
They're not going to take any chances.
Got to feel bad for Martin. And that's another reason why Roby's upset, because you're in a big game, you're in Turkey Bowl, and it's 15 yards, but you just maybe lost your starting quarterback for, who knows, the rest of the game. 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. Gunter has his team on the move. Hands it off to Jackson. Jukes to the outside. Finds a seam. Flag flies.
Probably a hold.
He got first down yardage,
Probably
but the official
hold.
picked up on something.
Yeah, holding against North.
There it is, yeah.
Yeah, so you credit Jackson with a run maybe to the 35. Got about 2 yards on the carry before the hold. Yeah, they're doing a test right now on Brandon Martin.
On the sideline.
Just cannot let him go back in this game if he's that close to. With all the attention that concussions have gotten. That is a big penalty. While that penalty on South helps North, it's almost negated by this holding call, which is a 10-yard penalty.
Yeah, it's second and quite a bit here.
Second
14
and
yards to go.
They've got to get there at the 45. They've got to get to the 31. So my guess is if Martin is getting that kind of an extensive look, that they may not bring him back into this game. I don't know.
Last play of the third quarter, most likely. Jackson goes up the middle, and not too much there before he is driven back. Gain of 4 on the play, call it. And that is the end of the third quarter of play in the 2012 Turkey Bowl. The score, give that quarter to North. 13-7 South leads North here in the Turkey Bowl with 12 more minutes of football yet to go. John Collins with Tom King. This is Nashua TV. We're live on a Thanksgiving morning. Is it still morning?
It's still morning, not noon yet.
Yep. Actually, no, it is. It's 12:04.
12:04. Oh, my goodness.
Yep. We have hit afternoon here on Turkey Day, a beautiful day in late November. The Nashua ETV live team is here. Pete Johnson, Mike Janes, Tim O'Neill, Frank Wallet. And we are glad to have you. Jim McLean is here as well. Sorry, Jim.
Now, look, when Mike James is here, it's only Mike James.
Yeah.
There's no one else to talk about. So.
On the banks of the Nashua River.
Well, it's a win-win here today. We get cookies and we get a good football game.
Yeah,
so
it's a good football game.
You can't go wrong.
This makes
here.
up for last year, that 42-0 blowout, and not nearly the same game here today, thankfully.
Well, Martin is getting a very close look from the training staff. My guess, John, is we will not see him back in this football game.
Yeah, and I'm not saying
if he's being examined that closely.
Yeah.
And my guess is it may be a parent down there with him or a school official. I don't know.
Okay.
So layman clothes. So my guess is this is going to be in the hands of Colby Gunter.
And as it is right now, Colby, third and long, rolling out to his left. The left-hander evades the rush, has some extra time. He throws, and it is over the head of Kyle Regan, the intended receiver. Good job of buying himself some extra time. Gunter picked up a really heavy hit there from one of his offensive linemen on the pass rusher. Didn't pick up the name of that truck as I was watching the quarterback.
Who is it? My guess is they could use Regan probably as a quarterback if they had to.
Right.
I think he's got that kind of athletic ability.
Yep. But that is
So they are going to punt now.
Decision made by Roby to punt here.
Yep. I don't think there's going to be any fake here. They're going to play a field position game.
It bounces inside the 10.
Yeah, this is down. To their advantage. So they feel that they're going to play a field position game.
And who knows, maybe come up with a big turnover here down deep in South territory. Their starting quarterback is hurt. He's on the sideline. He just stepped up for the first time. Got up from the bench for the first time in a long time. And he's heading to the locker room, it looks like.
Yeah, still looks dazed. I don't think we are not going to see Brendan Martin back in this football game. That's my guess, which is a shame.
Yeah, it is a shame. And you know what, too? I think that's an indication of his being hurt because he's not actually chomping at the bit to get back out there.
No, I think he's the way his body language tells you that he knows he's not going back in. There's Choate carrying him for about 3-4 yards.
Chode was hit at the line of scrimmage, but strong leg drive bought him a couple of yards.
He's definitely an athlete.
And we are underway in the fourth quarter of play in the 2012 Turkey Bowl, and the outcome very much in doubt here. South does lead 13-7, but they're deep in their own end, and the Titans rallying around their hurt quarterback with a bit of momentum here. Want to come up with a stop if they can. Here comes Isabel. There's a flag that flies in the backfield as Isabel is pulled to the ground after a very short gain. Likely this will go against the offense. It is holding against the Panthers. Decision by Roby whether they want to do 3rd and 8 or 2nd and about 13. And Roby says he wants to push him back. He wants to take the penalty.
Can you blame him?
No.
Keep the field position going.
Yeah.
Although
is it 5 or 10 yards?
It would have set up a 3rd and 6 though. So that is an interesting call.
This is going to march it off here.
They are going to march it off.
It is 10 yards.
Well, half the distance.
Half
it's 14
the distance.
and we go to the 7.
Right. It's a long way, and the Titans defense has shown an ability to close off the holes and put pressure on Knight in these types of situations. So Knight is actually standing just a yard in front of his own end zone as he receives a shotgun snap and tries to run with it, and he is wearing another jersey by the name of Eric Hazard. Number 54, draping himself all over the Panther quarterback. A great play in the backfield, and not much of a gain there for Knight.
Maybe about 3 yards.
Okay, he did get back to the past the line of scrimmage.
He's at the 10. They mark it at the 10.
3rd down and 10. And a key 3rd and 10 because you know they're going to punt from here if they don't make it. 2-step drop for Knight. He's flushed out of the pocket looking to pass. There's nobody there. Now he uses his legs. He's got 5, and he is down just shy of the first down marker.
Couldn't avoid Kyle Regan. It was right there.
Big tackle by Regan. A generous spot, but still short of the first down, and the punting unit on the field for South.
You can't take a chance and go for it here. You're at the 19.
Biggest defensive play of the game right there for the Titans, Tom. The Kyle Regan stop of Knight on the run. End over end punt. Jackson takes the hit, didn't fair catch it, gambled and took a hit from about 3 players, but held on. Dimitri Jackson.
I think if you're Jason Roby, with the way you played defensively in that sequence, as Brendan Martin is now back out on the sidelines, but not going into the game, you probably were hoping to get the ball on the other side of that 50-yard line.
Yeah. But you know what? Good for Dimitri Jackson for not letting that bounce. That could have went another 20, 30 yards.
Yeah,
but he should have called the fair catch.
You've got to catch it.
Protect himself, you know?
No question about it.
Thank you.
1st and 10, ball at the 48-yard line. And that Jackson catch, not calling the fair catch, I think that fired up his team a little bit. They're like, wow, this is a guy willing to take a blow for the cause. And nothing there for Dimitri Jackson. Gang tackled by Nashua South at the line of scrimmage.
John, what this does,
Pat Goff and Manny Rodriguez on the
what
tackle.
Martin's injury may do is negate the long passing game. Now, Brandon Martin's got the helmet in his hands.
He back?
And he's putting it on.
Where is he?
So, let's see. And he's being talked to
Oh, yeah, he is. Down
by Jason Roby.
Handoff from Gunter to number 43 for the Titans, Derek Wagner. Fullbacking his way to about the 46-yard line of South. And a healthy gain there on 2nd down for the Titans.
3rd and about 3 from the 46.
And now doing some sprints on the sideline is Brandon Martin. His legs are still working really well. Very close to the first down. Push-ups from Brandon Martin.
Trying to prove that he can function, I think. I don't know if he'd want to do it, though. I really don't. It's a tough call. Tough call for anybody in this situation.
See, Tom King would already be done if this was him. He'd be
Done. I'd be
done
home.
for the day.
I'd be home. I would have been home after the first game.
Oh.
I would have been
Measurement.
home, watching it on ETV,
Yeah.
texting my teammates.
This is the first of 4 football games that Tom King will be watching today.
Yes, it will be.
And hopefully they're all just as exciting. That much short of a first
You have
down.
to write about 2 of them.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So it is a 4th down and short for the Titans. Trailing 13-7 as Brandon Martin continues to get checked on the sideline.
They just gave a Trinity score. Trinity up on Central, 27-14.
I wonder if he knows it's 4th and short right now, if he wants to go right back out into the fire here. And it looks like Colby Gunter's going to take this snap at least.
Martin doing everything he can. They are doing every possible test with Martin, as you watch him right here.
Except the SAT.
Yeah, no
They
kidding.
haven't broken that out yet.
Not they gave me the SAT right now. I'd flunk that. So. 4th and 1.
Shotgun. Gunter
8:48.
hands it off up the middle, plowing ahead for the first down. The Titans have it. They move the chains with 8:43 to go. Clock did not run a tick, Tom, in that play for some reason.
And who was the carrier?
Because the clock is still not. There it is now. 8:41. That took no time off the clock play. So Gunter, 1st and 10 at the south 41-yard line, and he is handing off to Fillinau up the middle and the short gain.
A lot. You wonder what's going through the Titans' minds, because are they just, are the starters out there wondering, is our quarterback coming back?
Well, you know what? Brandon Martin's coming back. Maybe not in this offensive series, but just by the looks of it, he's been cleared to play as he watches along with the rest of us here on 2nd and long. Dimitri Jackson thrown for a loss on the play.
See, the lack of the pass game allows South to do what few high school teams really can do, run blitz.
And Joshua Perry, who was the lead run blitzer, makes the big defensive stop. Number 22 for South. 3rd and long, 3rd and 11.
Yeah, they lose 3 on that.
Gunter looking for the play. Timeout call by North. It's 3rd down, Tom. Your quarterback appears to have been cleared to return to the field.
Well,
2 down territory. Do you put him in right now?
Tough call.
If he's been cleared, why not? The throwing, the passing ability.
I don't think he's been cleared. I can't. How can you say definitively that he's cleared?
Because the trainer's left his side. He's put his helmet back on and he's standing
the trainer's
eagerly
the trainer's
on the sideline.
the trainer's left his side, but still may say, you know what, we're not sure yet.
Okay.
I mean, it looks it.
Yeah.
But if he was cleared to play, don't you think he'd be out there? I think he'd be out there.
He's talking to the coach. He's putting his chin strap on.
You've got 3rd and 11 where it's an obvious passing situation, and you've got a sophomore quarterback who probably isn't that adept yet in the passing game because he hasn't had that many snaps. So if your number 1 guy is A-OK and ready to go, why isn't he in the game? And my guess is he's not A-OK and he's not ready to go.
Colby Gunter will call the signals here and take the shotgun snap. Rolling to his right, the lefty throws back to the left, and it leaves it short to Regan.
I mean, this is a close game. It's not like it's a 2-touchdown game where you try to, you say, you know what? Maybe it's better on the side of caution. He's not in the game. He's not going in the game in this critical series. North going to have to punt again to play the field position game. So, it's interesting. It really is.
Punt by Regan. It's going to go out of the end zone.
Too far. You didn't want that. You wanted a punt to the corner.
Right.
You know me with the coffin corner. Lost
baby.
start.
That was it.
That was the time. Lost start, and Regan got too much of that. And now you got Nashua South with a 1st and 10 in their 20. Not great field position, but room to maneuver.
Big defensive stop for the Panthers as 7:12 remains in the game. They have a 6-point lead and a golden opportunity here to not only drive down the field and take a 2-score lead, but also to take a huge amount of time off the clock in the process with a sustained drive, something they haven't been able to do very much of in this game.
Not in this half.
Knight in the shotgun. Has Choate in motion, hands it off to Choate. Avoids the first tackler, then it gets swallowed up at the line of scrimmage and driven back for a loss.
You know what? Right now, North is keying on Choate. You know, Damier Hyde has not been really featured that much in South's offense today. So, you know, it's easy now to key on Choate a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, he gets a yard there.
Eric Hazard was the traffic hazard for the ball carrier
He's
again.
got 90 yards on 7 carries. When you key on Choate, you do it with more than one guy. So because he may make the first one miss.
2nd and 10. Sprinting to his left, it's a keeper for Knight. He turns the corner, tries a stiff arm, and gains about 5 yards on the play before he is driven out of bounds, stopping the clock with 6:27 to go. It'll bring up a key 3rd down play. 3rd and at least 3, maybe 4 yards for Knight. Not too many 3rd down conversions. Oh, jumping offside was the nose guard. A key mistake in the middle of the line by the Titans.
Well, North going to argue that they were drawn. No, it's going to go against them. And don't forget that key penalty that allowed South to score. 4th down penalty.
Yeah, it happened again. Mike Lynch unfortunately jumps offside and makes a gift of a 1st down to the Panthers. So
because
1st and 10.
If you're North, now you start watching the clock. You got 6:27 left to play here.
Yeah.
You need the ball back.
Yeah.
And from the looks of it, you need a lot of time to score.
Zach Isabel cuts it back against the grain, and there is no room to roam.
John, this is the best Thanksgiving Day game we've had in a while.
It is.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's a close game.
It could come down to one spectacular play to win it.
Exactly.
You never know. And it's a turn. It's not a place where you want to turn the ball over if you're the Panthers at all. They are leading by 6, and they are fairly deep in their own end still. There's a sprint to the left by Knight, and he's downed immediately at the line of scrimmage. Great pursuit. Eric Hazard is over there again on defense.
So now 3rd and 9, and do you put the ball up? I guess if you do put the ball up, you either do it fairly short or you do it downfield, far downfield, so it's as good as a punt if it's picked off.
And Mike Lynch atoning for that penalty, also in on that
This is
stop.
a spread formation, so Knight with no one in the backfield.
Heavy pressure, and he's sacked. Great rush by the Titans.
When I saw no one in the backfield, they knew he was going to throw the ball unless he was going to dart up the middle. Once he didn't take that step, that is unbelievable.
Derek Wagner, the jailbreak to the quarterback, leading the way. There were about 2 other Titans with him, and it is a huge play on 3rd down, forcing the Panthers to punt from deep in their own end over end. This time calling a fair catch. He was hit and he caught it, and are they gonna flag that? No, they're not. I don't know. You see 3 players make contact with the guy that's fair catching the ball. You expect a flag to fly, maybe.
Yeah, no kidding.
They let it go.
5:19. Okay, who do they bring out at QB?
There comes Martin.
There he's coming back in.
They just wanted to give Colby Gunner a chance to complete that drive, and Brandon Martin comes back into the game with a chance to win it.
You know, I still wonder, why didn't they put him in earlier?
Just to give him that extra breather, I guess.
John, you got 7 minutes left in the game.
I would have put him back in.
If
you're going to put him back in, I would have
that's when you do it.
there.
I just don't see why not.
Martin calling the signals.
I'll tell you what, he's not going to
hands it off.
I bet he's not going to run the ball.
I bet you're right. Dimitri Jackson finds a hole.
Run. That's the best run Jackson's had all day.
Yes.
Slid it through where he made something happen where there was nothing.
Through the maze of white shirts, Dimitri Jackson picks up a 8-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 2. quickly up to the line of scrimmage. The handoff is to Jackson. He's got a first down before he's cut down at about the 40-yard line.
If you're North, the best thing you could do, chew up about 3 or 4 minutes to drive in for a touchdown.
Yeah.
If you're able to do that, you basically execute what you need to do. You score, you keep the ball out of South's hands as well.
That is a run formation. Jackson cuts it to the outside, and he gets about 5 yards on the play. And he's inbounds as he goes down, so the clock continues to roll. Clock not a factor at the moment for the Titans. 4.5 minutes is plenty of time. They need a sustained drive where they don't turn it over. And they need to continue to make first downs to have a chance to win this one. Up the middle goes Goslin. He runs into a stiff front.
Still forward progress.
Yep.
Down to the 33. He gets 3. It's going to be 3rd and a long 2.
Needs to get to the 30 for a first down. Quickly up to the line of scrimmage. The Titans offense in a run formation. Handoff to Goslin. He is close to the 30. I don't believe he got there.
I don't think he got to the first down. He has to get to the 31, maybe just beyond it. Jason Roby says first down. I don't know if he quite got there.
No. Big body on the bottom of the pile.
Oh, they give it to him.
They gave it to him. Matt Byers, I was going to say, broke it up a little bit, but they went over the top of Byers and made
now
it.
The whistles blow, and let's see what we got.
Timeout Panthers.
South because North has gone to the no huddle. 3:52 to play. It is a football game.
Al Neville wants to talk to his defensive troops here. They need a breather, and they need a big play to stop this Titans train right now. Their starting quarterback is in the game, Tom, but he's been relegated to handing the ball off. You've seen Martin earlier throw it, run it, but he's a different quarterback at the moment.
No doubt. Yeah, he's one-dimensional now. He's got to hand off.
And they've also closed ranks around him, literally. I mean, he had passing formations. Now they've gone to the run playbook. And they are relying on that front line, the offensive lineman for the Titans, trying to win this ball game by just basically ramming the ball down the middle of the field on the Panthers. Mike James type of football here. Cue the NFL Films music.
Yeah.
It's all about the clash of the linemen here. Can the Titans continue to open up holes for Dimitri Jackson?
You say that Martin's one-dimensional.
And Noah Goslin.
He's not going to run the ball, but he's going to throw it. My guess
you think he's going to throw one?
I think at some point he's going to step in.
I tell you what, the way the defense is packed together right now, if he can spring a tight end here, they might get behind the defense. And it is a handoff to Jackson. He finds a seam, and he is close to first down yardage on first down.
And the clock
He's going to be about a gain of about 8 or 9 on that.
Clock continues to tick. 3:40 left to play in the football game.
On the left hash mark, it's 2nd down and 2 for the Titans. Handoff to Jackson. He's up the middle, following that line. He's got a first down inside the 20. Dimitri Jackson moving the chains with the help of his offensive line. We're going to start calling the names of these offensive linemen because they are deciding the game before our eyes.
Aren't they ever?
Kyle Palavicius is number 59, a senior up front. Number 59, left guard. Left tackle is Michael Lynch. Here's the handoff to Jackson. And he's hit in the backfield.
What a big stop, because Jackson, if he had cut to his right, had an open field.
Josh Castro wouldn't let him do it.
Castro with a huge, huge stop.
Yes, and that stops the momentum for the moment for the Titans. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Also up front is Matt LaValle for the Titans, number 70. Handoff. No, it's going to be a pass. Thrown to the right side is complete. And it is close to a first down for Wagner. He needed to get inside the 10. He got right to the marker before he was knocked out of bounds. A good pass and catch in stride to Derek Wagner. And they will spot it
at the 11.
Just short of the first down. So first pass since he was hurt. Back into the game comes Brandon Martin and makes the play. Handoff up the middle. Goslin struggling inside the 10 for the first down.
Well, let's see where they mark it.
It's at the 9. They needed to get to the 9. I think they've got it. It'll be goal to go.
Wow, they got it well inside.
And the clock continues to roll, and the way this game is going, Tom, suddenly the clock is not the Panthers' friend because the Titans are on the march to score here. They got 4 chances to get it in and win this game, or at least go ahead in it.
2:20 to play.
And
First
the crowd
and goal.
getting into it. The South crowd wants to see defense, and the North crowd in front of us want to see that go-ahead score. For the first time today, the Titans could take the lead. Up the middle goes Goslin. Not much there, though. Met at about the 7-yard line by a host of Panther tacklers.
This is going to be very, very, very interesting.
I'm on the edge of my seat. A lot of people are standing here at Stellos Stadium. At least the Titans fans in front of us. Watching the game on the sidelines, everybody on the edge of their seats. Handoff. No, it's a pass to the left and open. It's complete and into the end zone for a touchdown. The Titans go ahead. It's Fillinal from Brandon Martin, and it is a 13-13 ball game with the extra point to come. The Titans, Christian Fillinal.
Shot earlier of Cooper Doucette, and then we turn and we see the touchdown.
Gripping television here on Nashua ETV. If you're a football fan, a Nashua football fan, for either South or North.
Was that Fillinal with the catch?
Yes, it was. Fillinal on the fade into the end zone. He willed his way across the line. He got the call. Here's the extra point, all important. Regan hits it. 14-13, the Titans lead. A minute and a half on the clock for Trevor Knight and his Panther offense. They need at least a field goal. What an exciting finish this is coming out to be. 2012 Turkey Bowl, one of the best ever. Trevor Knight, not only the quarterback, but also the main kick returner, striding out to the goal line, hoping to get a chance to return this one. Several times, the Titans kicker has squibbed it and kept it away from Knight, who's got tremendous speed. Also back there is Daimier Hyde and Stephen Choate, the 3 players deep for South, trying to come up with a big return and shorten the field that they will need to traverse here in the final 1 minute and 31 seconds.
Unbelievable.
To answer back. How about the comeback, literally, of Brandon Martin? Twice had his bell rung, went through extensive tests on the sideline, sat out an offensive series where he might have come in and thrown a key first down pass, but when he had the one chance to come out on the field and take his team all the way down to pay turf, he did it. And he has his team ahead 14-13 as Regan kicks a squibber. And it's going to be fielded by Choate on the right hash mark. He is to the 35-yard line before he's wrestled down. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers. So Trevor Knight, chance for some heroics here. The junior quarterback for the Panthers needs to get down to, I'd say, at least the 20 or 15 to have a chance to win this one by a field goal. And then, of course, he'd like to get all the way and seal the deal with a touchdown if he could.
Stephen Choate can take one step and win the game on his own with.
So you're not going to give up on the running game with a minute and a half to go.
I get the ball in Choate's hands.
And they do. Choate with it, trying to find a seam, and he is stuffed at about the 40-yard line. And that's going to take time off the clock as he's stopped at the 40 after a gain of about 4 or 5 on the play. Call it a gain of 5, and it's going to be 2nd and 5. Takes 10 seconds off the clock. 1:16 to go. Knight getting the play from the sideline. Has
60 yards in 1 minute.
Receivers split wide left and right. That's Choate in motion. Fakes the handoff to him. Pressured out of the pocket. Running right. Throwing on the run. It is off the fingertips of the intended receiver. Incomplete. Stops the clock with 56 seconds to go. It'll be 3rd down and 5. So Knight trying to go downfield about 20 yards, but right now he's got to think about the necessity of getting that 1st down and getting a fresh 4 downs as 56 seconds to go. Still a lot of time to work with for the Panthers, but they need that 1st down to keep the drive alive. They'll hand it off to Choate. Choate is going to be stacked up short of the 1st down.
Oh, they are keying on him. That's the thing. When you know he's going to get the ball, everybody in the stadium knows he's going to get the ball, and the defense is able to key on him.
I'm actually surprised he got the ball, Tom, because I thought they might want to throw a short pass that would ensure the first
agree,
down.
John, but I think they felt that he was the best option to get a first down.
Yeah, but now they have to get that 1 yard or the game is over. 30 seconds and the clock is moving. It is going down right now before our eyes. It's 24
they can't spike
seconds.
It because it's 4th down.
They got to go for it. Knight's going to run. He makes it. He is down, but there's not much time left. They're going to call him down? Oh, I guess it was so noisy that he turned around. It was nearly a miraculous stay on your feet run. Knight still doesn't think his knee touched.
Right. Well, we don't have.
But he can't challenge it in high school football.
In post-production on tape,
we're going to look at that. Yeah. Was Trevor Knight down? Because if he wasn't, that would have been a spectacular end of the game.
That would have been it. I know.
17 seconds left to go in the game. And Knight needs to go 51 yards in 17 seconds. It's a tough task, not impossible. Timeout South, they want to talk it over. You know, it's unfortunate they had to call a timeout there because you really want to probably use this. That's their last one. They probably want to use it when they, throw the ball down the middle of the field, say, and need to stop the clock.
But you got to throw it now.
We have seen instances where receivers have been sprung open very deep, but this is a situation where you know it's coming. And as you see Jason Roby and the Titans defense on the field talking about winning this ball game by a point. And I got to credit Gary Fitz of the Telegraph, who predicted the outcome of this game would be a 1-point difference. I thought, he thought South was going to win.
Don't give Gary that much credit. Now I got to deal with him.
You know what? He thought there would be a 1-point difference in the game. I thought that was, ridiculous. But it turns out he's right, except it's not the team he thought would be ahead by 1 point. It's the Titans ahead by 1.
See it at 1 point. There's the pass, short.
Complete down the left sideline and a saving tackle inbounds. The clock is running, and that's according to the clock, Tom, that only took 1 second off the clock.
No, that had to take more.
It was 17.8, now it says 17.1.
That had to take at least 2 or 3, and I think they're going to look at this. And
is that what they're talking about right now?
I think they must be.
The clock says 17.1. It was 17.8.
Yeah, they're all looking up at the booth. Yeah, they're bringing it down to 14, 13. They're in communication here now to try to bring it down to see where they want it.
We'll put it at 10.
10, yep. 10.7.
Okay. Ten seconds left. What a saving tackle that was by the Titans. And that was the final timeout by the Panthers, I believe. This is enough time for 2 shots in the end zone, perhaps, if you want to throw the ball into the end zone, Tom.
You would think.
So it takes about, it takes a fast receiver about 5 or 6 seconds to get into the end zone.
Yeah,
you got to try to hit him in stride.
I don't think Choate, if he gets the ball 5 yards in the flat, can run it in before the clock runs out. Well, but
it would have to be the last play.
It would have to be the last play.
Right. That's a risk, Obviously, Knight has the arm strength to throw the ball 40 yards into the end zone. And let's see if that's the route that they want to go. Pat Goff is split to the right. Stephen Choate is split to the right. And with 10 seconds left, Knight drops back to pass. He's flushed out of the pocket, throws across his body out of bounds, and there's going to be 5 seconds remaining. This probably will be the last play of the game upcoming. The outcome still in doubt with 5 seconds to go in the 2012 Turkey Bowl. The Panthers trailing by a point.
They're going to have to do a drop back and throw it down the field.
Knight looking to the sideline. The play is get open. Go down into the end zone and try to get open.
Timeout.
Timeout, Titans.
Timeout, Titans.
The North defense wants to talk it over.
You can't.
Look at the
you can't play everybody.
Sportsmanship down there.
You can't play everybody back.
Yeah.
Because you have Choate, and if Choate gets the ball in space, he could take off. So you have to play this straight.
That was Eric Hazard slapping low 5 with Stephen Choate just to say, how about this game?
You gotta play it straight. Can't take that kind of chance.
Stranger things have happened. You know, a heave into the end zone with 5 seconds left. Whoever comes down with it will be the winner of the game, basically. If it hits the turf, the Titans will also be the winner of the game. Or does South want to throw it to a receiver in space short of the goal line and hope that they can run it in or lateral it to get it across the goal line? A few options open to South right here. The Titans have to feel good about their chances as they go into the prevent pass defense. Could be the last play of the 2012 Turkey Bowl with 5 seconds to go. Trevor Knight, the junior quarterback, calling signals. He backs up to pass. He's got time. He throws deep into the end zone.
No one there.
It is incomplete.
That'll do it.
Titans of Nashua North are the winners of the 2012 Turkey Bowl, 14-13 as their fans and cheerleaders flood the field.
Feel like they just won the state championship. Great game. John Collins, what a great football season.
Great season, Tom. Good job and a tremendous way to end it here in the Turkey Bowl. A 1-point victory for North. South has nothing to hang their heads about. A tremendous football game played by both teams. John Collins thanking our crew, Lauren Bayridge, Mike James, Tim O'Neill, Frank Wallant, Jim McLean, and our executive producer, Pete Johnson, manning the controls. Brandon Martin, the player of the game, coming back from a near concussion to lead his team to victory in the final offensive drive of the game. Brandon Martin, the player of the game of the 2012 Turkey Bowl between Nashua North and South. There is a jubilant Derek Wagner, one of the co-captains and a senior, going out a winner here at Stellos Stadium, number 43 for the Titans, as we have the good sportsmanship handshake. Thank you all for joining us here on Nashua ETV. Please remember to follow us on Twitter or on Facebook at facebook.com/Nashua ETV, twitter.com/Nashua ETV. Great job by our broadcast crew. Thank you for joining us. Have a happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Safe and a happy one, and also happy holidays to come. Signing off from Stellos Stadium, I'm John Collins on Nashua ETV. Good afternoon, everybody.
When was the last time you visited a school cafeteria? Come and meet the staff and taste for yourself how school meals have changed. School meals are well balanced and meet federal nutrition standards. Every school lunch provides fat-free milk, whole grains, and more fruits and vegetables, including vitamin-rich dark greens. Many schools are serving locally grown foods and chef-inspired recipes that get kids excited about healthy choices. Brought to you by the School Nutrition Association.
The family of former Nashua broadcaster Ed Leishus is once again presenting today's winning team with the Edward F. Leishus Memorial City Champions Trophy, sponsored by the Nashua Bank. Mr. Leishus spent 30 years calling Nashua High games on the former WO. The presentation is his son, Ed Jr., for the winning Nashua North. Titans.
Hey, this is a program win. We talked about all year long the difference between team and program. A lot of people put teams out every year. You guys came out here to make a statement today. You were down 13-0. We could have packed it in. A lot of guys would have. Not this team. Not this senior group. You guys played so well. I am so proud of you. I'm so proud to be a part of this program with each and every one of you and the alumni that came back. This one is yours too. Hey, everybody, hands in here. Let's go! Hey, North on 3. 1, 2, 3.